think it's live. Should be live. Okay. Okay. And then go to live. Sh0eOnHead. Oh, I need my thumbnail. Whoops. That would have been a good idea to put in, wouldn't it? There you go. I should have a thumbnail now. I think. Is it working? There we go. What the hell? Why didn't that not work? Okay. And then just go back to YouTube. A lot of shit to set up. Like immediately. There we go. And then just got to share this real quick. One sec. I gotta share this on Twitter. That's all. All right, there we go. I can finally stop. Okay, hello everybody. So what we're doing here is hello. We're just reacting to like all kinds of stuff on here. I don't really know exactly what, but first off, basically the whole idea of this is that I want to react to things that are either gaming related or not gaming related and go from there pretty much. Does that make sense? Also, can you hear me? Let me make sure that before I even begin. Can you guys actually hear me right now? Just let me know. I'm pretty sure it should be okay. My microphone is on. Yes. Dog's moving. Hello, everybody. Hello, Richard. Hello, you ugly 2217. Hello, Matthew Birkland. Robert Hayes. Hello, everybody. Loud and clear. Okay, cool. So first of all, I wanted to talk about this Xbox thing that's going on because I don't know if you guys saw this yet. So here, let me just go over for you. So this is all in response to Ryan Caffrey's. You guys know the whole thing, right? With like Xbox right now, basically. Essentially, Xbox is getting absolutely cooked by pretty much the whole thing. Everyone got kicked out, and now this Asha Sharma lady. Yeah, we're gonna react to this Asha Sharma thing first, and then I really want to watch that Sh0eOnHead video that I never got around to watching yet. But here, one sec. So Ryan McCaffrey, this guy works at IGN. He said, "Do I believe that AI is writing Asha Sharma's posts? No. Do I believe that an experienced gamer on the Xbox team may be helping her sound more like a real gamer? Yes. Obviously she's doing that. Come on, dude. Do I think it's a bad idea for her to try and fake this? Yes." And then Asha Sharma actually responded to him and said, "I agree. Faking would be a terrible idea and wouldn't work. I also didn't expect my gamer tag to blow up, and the reality is more boring. I created it recently to learn and understand this world, bro. Why are you the CEO? I've played with my family, and it's a shared home account across devices, which you can see in the range of games and achievements. Fix that this weekend, and everyone is only playing on their own gamer tags." So her freaking account wasn't even hers. Everybody was playing on it. So that, because if you guys don't remember, she had like, what was it, like 10,000 gamer score in 1 month, which for someone that's like fully, really employed and all that, that's a lot of gamer score for 1 month. So it makes sense why she was able to do that, because she was not playing the games herself. It was like a bunch of people at the same time. That's ridiculous. But I get where this is coming from. I don't pretend to be the best gamer, and even though I'm playing, it's still not my goal. My focus is to make Xbox the best place to play, return to our roots, ship great things, and become stronger for the future. And yes, I'm writing my own posts. This is interesting. So apparently Xbox wants her to make everything better. Ryan McCaffrey comes in and says, "Learning the product is great. No one can fault you for that." He says a bunch of other stuff. And then a bunch of other people basically like just saying like, typical stuff like, "Oh, welcome to have you here, blah, 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 whatever. But what I found really interesting was, there you go. My headset's about to turn off. What I found interesting though was down here. Oops, not that one. So we got Phil Spencer. Put the volume up. Why is it no volume? Whatever. Anyway, so basically they had a big gathering with a bunch of Xbox people. Funnily enough, though, Sarah Bond is nowhere to be found. Like nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? Which is very interesting because so this is Phil Spencer. This is Matt Booty. Matt Booty's been with Xbox for so long, it's not even funny. And then there's Asher Sharma, your new CEO. And then obviously they got a bunch of people to come down to say hi. All the Xbox employees that probably don't even want to be there. But Sarah Bond's nowhere to be found, which is very, very, very interesting because Sarah Bond is like, she was supposed to be the head of Xbox. She was supposed to be the head of Xbox after Phil Spencer. And it's not happening anymore. They kicked her out completely. And I find that so interesting that they didn't even invite her to the get together. They're just like, no, we're good. We're not doing that. We're just going to have these guys and that's it. So Phil Spencer, from what we understand, he's actually getting kicked out. Like straight up. He's getting kicked out of Xbox. And it was not meant to be. We got Ego Lord saying she is not a true gamer. Ooh, can I move that somehow? I don't know if I can. We have AIM RJ says probably has all games available and everyone usually gets access to all games. I absolutely 100%. 100%. Like, of course she wouldn't. Why would she pay for any of the games? She wouldn't. They'd all be free. Yeah. Ender says that's crazy. That's not even her account. It's not, dude. It's literally not even her account. Here, let me go look up Asha Sharma's account. Asha Sharma Xbox gamer tag. Let's see. What's her gamer tag name again? Let me see if I can find it. There it is. Found it. You can't view till you sign in. God, I don't have. Oh my God. I don't have an Xbox gamer tag. Damn it. That's fine. Whatever. Okay, that's fine. So she doesn't have a thing. We can't see it apparently here. Asher Sharma gamer tag. Speaks on experience gamer. Maybe this one here. There we go. Nope, doesn't show anything. That's too bad. Whatever. Anyway, basically, what you all need to know about her gamer tag is that she doesn't have any of the games she doesn't play herself. Literally nothing, which is crazy. She's not a true gamer. I wouldn't say she's not a true gamer, but like she's definitely, the fact that they got her to run Xbox over everything else is absolutely insane to me. You know, insane to me. Like here it says here she has 16,973 gamer score or whatever. Or sorry, yeah, whatever this is. Or 10,000 gamer score. Sorry. That's still insane for 1 month. That's an insane amount, just to let you know. So it is what it is there, I guess. But there's Asha Sharma for you. That's your new CEO, I guess. But also another story I wanted to show was let me still look up Xbox Sunset. Yeah, here we go. This one right here. So Seamus Blackley, this dude here. He was one of the guys that basically ran Xbox for a really long time. And he thinks that the entire story going on with Xbox right now is that they're actually not going to be making it better. And that she's apparently, according to Seamus, only there to essentially kill Xbox and sunset it. Like, says Seamus Blackley will act as a palliative care doctor who slides Xbox gently into the night. I do not want your things. Thank you very much. So yeah, one of the co-founders of Xbox platform suggests that Microsoft's going to sunset the Xbox. In an interview with GamesBeat, let's look at that interview now. What an Xbox founder thinks of the new Xbox CEO. Oh, damn, he's old now. That's sad. But anyway, so he got Xbox started 26 years ago. This dude right here, Seamus Blackley, right? So according to him, everything is getting basically killed off in a sense. Let's see him. Let's see. So yeah, there's Seamus Blackley back in the day, a lot younger looking back then, obviously. So let me just look up the word sunset, and then we can find it. Here we go. So tell me what you think, how things are going. Seamus Blackley says, from Microsoft, Satya Nadella, that's the CEO, by the way, has made an incredible number of bets and invested an incredible amount of money into the transform model AI future. Xbox, like a lot of businesses that are under the core AI business, is being sunsetted. So according to Seamus, Xbox is essentially being erased. Like it will no longer be called Xbox in the future, which is absolutely insane that he's saying that. But like that's just what he's saying. So that ends up being the case. They don't say that, but that's what's happening. I expect that the new CEO, Asha Sharma, here is going to be a care doctor who slides Xbox gently into the night. So according to him, she's only there to make this whole Xbox thing transform into something else that it wasn't, like originally, anyways. Which, if that's the case, that's insane, dude. That's absolutely crazy. It just seems really true. I imagine asking somebody if it made sense to put a major motion picture studio in the hands of somebody who didn't like movies or a major record label into the hands of somebody who'd never seen a live show. Why would you do that? Well, you only do that if you're looking for the problem in a more abstract way. The natural consequence of the focus on AI is that AI abstracts every problem from the minds of the executives who believe in it. We're abstracting the problems of games as well. There's a core belief, and if you can see what Satya said, that AI will subsume games like it has subsumed everything. The job of these people is to gently usher in all of their business units into the new world of AI. That's what you're seeing here. Whether or not you agree with it, whether you agree with AI having the potential to do that, whether AI will be successful is a separate matter, but that's what we're seeing. This is no way surprising. It would have been shocking if they had somebody in there in a meaningful role who was passionate about games, passionate about the creator-driven business of games, because it would be in direct conflict with everything else Microsoft is doing. Microsoft is a company that is now about enabling the customers by enabling AI to drive things. That's at odds with the auteur model of any art, but specifically of games. Microsoft doesn't have the problem that Apple does or that Netflix does, where they have an auteur-driven content model to manage. Games are the only place where they have a content business. So, my God, dude. So if he's right, that means that Xbox is absolutely cooked. Like beyond recognition, Xbox is cooked. And there's like nothing we can really do about it. But to be honest with you, I think that's actually probably a good idea, because Xbox has been, I mean, let's just say it how it is. They've been like limping on for so long at this point that they don't really have anything that they can really do anymore. You know what I mean? Like when you really look at like who is the big three now? A lot of people would probably say, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, right? Back in the day, that made sense. That was what it was. Now, I don't think so. I think personally, the big three are probably PlayStation, Nintendo, Steam. That would be my opinion. I don't think that anything else really could be anything else really. Like, how could you say that like Xbox is somehow more dominant or competent or whatever over that of, say, like, I don't know, Steam. Steam makes so much more money than all of them. It's not even close. You know what I mean? Yeah, like here we go. And Ender says, had to see the decline of a console, especially with Sony testing leasing PS5s in the UK. That is, yeah, that's another story that is absolutely insane that you can do that. Let me show you guys that one too here. Sony leasing PS5. This is ridiculous. So this story here, we'll come back to Xbox in a second. This story here is that Sony is allowing people to rent PS5s $13.50 a month in the UK across 12 to 24 to 36 months leases. Console has to be returned at the end of contract. What? Hold up a second. 13. Let me look at my phone a second. How much is that? So let's say you go with the 36 months. So $13.50 times 36, $486. So you basically almost pay the price of the PS5 already. And then you don't even get to keep the console at the end of it. That's literally insane. Why would they do that? Let me get rid of this Tom's Hardware thing. My bad. This is stupid. This is such a sham. It's not even fun. Why would you do this? I mean, I guess maybe if you did 12 months, that'd probably be the only one that makes any sense, because like what? 13 times 12, that's obviously not the maximum amount of money you can spend on it. But that doesn't even include like PS Plus or anything. You're just paying money for absolute. That's so stupid. You just buy the console. Anyway, except you buy console, missed the dire wastelands of the tech industry. Sony decided that enjoying the PS5 console should remain its top priority. Even if you can't pay for one outright, the company will now lease it to you every month with recurring payments. Bro, that's insane. That is so stupid. Why would you ever do that? Oh my God. Instead of buying from third-party vendors, you can buy PS5 hardware directly from Sony and its online store. Obviously, it's authentic. Of course it would be. Doesn't matter, but still. So the longest lease is the cheapest, starting from $13.55 per month UK, so pounds, for the base PS5 Slim across 36 months. The most expensive plan is the most flexible one, where you pay $19.50 per month, $26.56 a month with the same PS5 Slim, and $37.51. Is that per month? Is that per month for the 2 terabyte PS5? There's no way. There's no way. 1 second. Let me do the math on that one. There's no way. $51 times 12. 600. You're paying more money to lease it than to buy the damn thing. You can choose from a range of devices, including the PS5 Pro, as well as newer editions of PSVR and PlayStation Portal. The DualSense controller, for instance, can be leased for as little as $885 per month. Oh my god, dude! And that's actually not even that's actually a bad deal, because if you don't know, the PS5, like I have one right here. This controller, as like amazing as it feels to play on, this thing breaks pretty easily. I mean, I don't. Maybe it's just the way I play games. I don't know, but the way I play games, I go through a new I go through a new controller on PS5. I'm gonna say every like maybe 5 or 6 months. But I have the whole you know, when you go to the store and you get the warranty, whatever, it's like $10. And then basically you can like essentially buy the controller one time and then you just return it for $10, get a new one. So in a sense, like instead of buying a new controller every single time, you're only paying $10. That's what I do. So I don't actually have to keep buying like controllers all the time. I have 3 PS5 controllers, I think. I have 2 over there behind me on my charge stand, and then I use this one when I stream. And that's all I have. And like I can't imagine paying monthly for that, because I essentially get the same like I literally get a new controller whenever I pay the one time, sure, yes. But then after that, $10, I get a whole new thing every single time. That's absolutely insane, dude. That is so stupid. But like, yeah. T for Almeida says Skynet to kill everything. Terminator's not real. Yeah, that's just brutal, dude. I don't even know why people do that. Avarice says, don't forget to hit like, guys. Yeah, please like the the stream if you can, please. I appreciate it immensely. YouTube is very scary lately with everything going on. YouTube is not as nice as it used to be. Let's put it that way. But it is what it is. Ty said, how late am I? I've been live for 17 minutes, so not that late. It's all good. Hello, DS. How you doing? How you doing? Saying good day. Hello. I've heard of low income housing that costs less than this. Bundlestein says that's ridiculous, dude. I don't understand why you would do this. Let me see. Can I go on the website to lease a PS5? Let me see. How to lease a PS5. Just put that and see what I get. Lease with flat. Here we go. There it is. You can lease it right there. Powered by Raylo. $9.95. How it works. Select your device, lease term, choose monthly, rolling for ultimate flexibility. Sign up in 5 minutes. Your new device will be on its way with free next day delivery. Raylo only does a soft credit card, and applying has no impact on your credit file. End of lease. At the end of your chosen term, you're in control. Upgrade, keep playing monthly, or leave flex by returning your device. Oh my God, dude. Upgrade to the latest console, like the PS5 Pro or Portal, with just a few clicks. What? How much does that cost? Oh, here we go. You can get the Portal for $749 a month, but that doesn't make any sense. Why would you like you would have to rent the PS5 first to then rent the Portal? That doesn't make sense. From what I understand, you can't even like play the Portal unless it connects to a PS5. So you would have to add this on to everything else. Oh my God. Like, look at that. $11.59 a month. That's insane, dude. Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle for $10.99 a month. PSVR 2 for $11.99 a month. That's and then you return this. You return the VR headset. That's gross. That shit's fitting. That's like sitting on someone's face. All that sweat and grime from their face when they're sweating playing the game, and they just return it to you. Same with the controller. Like, who knows what they freaking do with the controllers? That's disgusting. Anyway, no thanks. That sounds awful. God damn it. Here we go. All right. So yeah, with Xbox now, that's another thing I wanted to check out as well. So Xbox is basically essentially getting sunsetted, is what he's saying. Now, a lot of people look at that and they kind of go like, okay, let's say they're sunsetting Xbox. What does that exactly mean? What that basically means is that it doesn't mean that Xbox is like the games will be dead. It doesn't mean that like Bethesda will close down or Blizzard will close down or anything like that. What that actually means is that basically the name Xbox will die as a name, but Xbox games will still continue to exist in the future, and they will still release on PlayStation, Nintendo, Steam, whatever, Epic Game Store, whatever, like what have you. You know what I mean? But the actual name will be gone. So without so yeah, some people are saying like Reaper here is saying Sega. I wouldn't. I mean, kind of like Sega, yes, but like Sega is more. Sega obviously doesn't have as many companies under their belt as Xbox has. Xbox has way more than that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that would still be bad. Nin Kenny says AI Box is its new name. I mean, at this point, it's kind of looking real, to be honest with you, that the Xbox is going to become essentially AI power driven and all that. That's what they want to do. I'm not really crazy about that myself. Like for me personally, I gave up on the Xbox back in 2013. I still think the day that Xbox died was during E3 2013. Because I don't know if you guys remember this. Here, let me go on YouTube. One sec. What was the name of the video? E3 2013 Sony conference. There we go. IGN has it. Okay, here we go. But you know what Eurogamer has is actually, yeah, that's pretty much it. No sound. What the hell's going on? Why is there no sound? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You guys can't hear this. I can't hear this. Let me turn this off. Let me see. Oh, but now it's going to be playing through my freaking other thing. I need my headphones. 1 second. I need my headphones, my AirPods. 1 sec. 1 sec. Oh, I need these guys. Okay, let me make sure those are connected. Can you guys hear this? Can you hear that? Make sure you guys can hear the YouTube video. No, you can't hear the YouTube video? They're not working? No? What the hell? What is going on? 1 second. I remember what I got to do. 1 sec. No, do this. Stop screen. Share screen. Look at the share audio checkbox in the next window. Also share audio. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah. That should be good. Should be able to hear now. Can you hear now? Can you hear that now?
Yes, that's a good thing. We believe in the model that people embrace today with PlayStation 3 and continue to demand.
You hear now? Okay.
Just heard you there. When a gamer
let's reset it. So this in my opinion is, let me just move myself down. This in my opinion is like the moment that PlayStation won Xbox and completely annihilated them. And ever since this pivotal moment, PlayStation has dominated Xbox, and that's it. Like, let me play for you.
Library of new titles on PlayStation 4, we're equally focused on delivering what gamers want most, without imposing restrictions or devaluing their PS4 purchases. For instance, PlayStation 4 won't impose any new restrictions on the use of PS4 gamers.
This was so big, dude. I'm telling you right now, this is the most important E3 of all time. There is never been an E3 that was more important than the 2013 E3, because that was the year that Xbox told everybody we want to be a TV, and PlayStation was telling everybody we want to be a gaming console. Like, just listen to this crowd, dude. This is what I miss about E3. Listen to this. Like, I remember watching this live, dude. I'm losing my mind. Losing my mind. People cheering and shit.
Yes, that's a good thing.
Literally the best E3
We
ever.
believe in the model that people embrace today with PlayStation 3 and continue to demand. Just heard you there. When a gamer buys a PS4 disc, they have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game at retail, sell it to another person, lend it to a friend, or keep it forever.
Listen to that crowd, dude. Like, you need to understand just how disgustingly insane this was when this happened live. This was insane, dude. I'm telling you, this is the day Xbox died. With the little phones, the little snappy phones back in the day. Love it. They're literally cheering Stone. This is ridiculous, bro. This is what I'm talking about. They've never recovered from this. They've never recovered. This is the day everything changed, man. 2013.
In addition, PlayStation 4 disc-based games don't need to be connected online to play.
Like, that's a big one that even Sony went back on the PS5, unfortunately. But you remember that back in the day, like with PS4, like you actually didn't need to be on the internet to play it. You could just play anything you wanted, no matter what. Now, that's like, you can't even do that with a Switch anymore. Like, the Switch 2 bricks itself if you don't have that. Yeah, but like, dude, this is. Oh, Dorothy Gamer says, "Brate, go play Ex Voto. We are waiting." I don't have a Steam thing, so I can't play it. I saw Ex Voto. I saw the gameplay for it. We can watch it later if you want. It's freaking horrible. It looks horrendous. But yeah, dude, this whole moment is insane. Doesn't need to be connected. Yeah, they went back on that one too.
Or for any type of authentication. If you enjoy playing single-player games offline, PS4 won't require you to check in online periodically.
Oh, man, this night was insane, dude. Insane when this happened.
And it won't stop working if you haven't authenticated within 24 hours.
Did you hear that guy? Did you hear that guy laugh in the background? Did you hear that? I mean, we go back just a little bit. Like, you can literally hear a guy burst out laughing in the background because he knows Xbox is cooked. Listen to this. Listen to it right now.
Working if you haven't authenticated within 24 hours.
You hear him? He's laughing out loud. He's like, "Oh, they're cooked. They're cooked. It's over. It's over. That's it." I can't believe that. I'll just stop that for now. I literally can't believe that, dude. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. But like I said, like ever since that day, which was June, whatever it was, E3 2013, since that day, and Microsoft has never recovered from that. They never have. Yan PL Palta says, Andy Mion, have you seen any AI music videos for Skybrows on YouTube? They're great, growing community built around those. They're very welcome towards reaction content. No, I have not seen those. I don't really look up AI music, to be honest with you. It's just like not really something that I listen to be honest. I'd love to listen to music on stream, but like the problem is any music I listen to will immediately get copyright struck, so I can't do it, unfortunately. Yeah. I mind you don't. I'd rather get back with my ex. Yeah, literally, that's like what it is. Yeah. Avery says, I'm looking into Windrose at the moment. Yeah, Windrose, that game, I'm full screen. That's why. Windrose is like, I don't know what the hell, man, with that game. Here, one sec. Let me go. Here, one sec. Let's get rid of this too. One second. Let me just remove that for a second. Oh, now I'm the full screen. Windrose gameplay. All right. One second. We add that back to stage. Did that work? There we go. I was like, why is that working? There we go. IGN. Let's see. Yeah. So this, let me make a big screen. Sorry. One sec. So this game is essentially going to be the next, I mean, it's going to be Black Flag, basically, right? Like this is the insane part is that I still remember talking to that Ubisoft person that told me that Skull and Bones costed like $800 million to make, and they like could not make the game. They just couldn't do it for some reason. And here comes these people out of nowhere, and they literally make like, basically they made Skull and Bones like what it should be, but for like a fraction of the cost. Obviously, I don't know how much this game costs to be made. Obviously, like Yeah, this game looks crazy, dude. Oh, look at that! It even has like a it has like the map and the icons and everything. Yeah, like this is like a game that's made for completionists, which is like that's a really loyal set of gamers because completionists will literally buy these kinds of games, play them for hours on end, and I don't even blame them. Oh, there's music on like this thing is Sh0eOnHead. Let's see. Yeah, it's literally Black Flag. Yeah. Like, what do you do? Like, I'm just kind of skipping forward because I want to see. Are they fighting anybody? Let's see. I just want to see up here. Okay, so you go back on land. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the game has like crazy parkour or anything like that, but clearly you have like a power level of some kind. You show that in the menu there. You need food to heal, get all your weapons and stuff. I'm assuming you can like mine like trees and stuff. Yeah, like everything he's running by. You like fern, there you go, bush. Yeah, see right there. So he attacks stuff, and then he gets stuff. Like, why do you need that though? What do you need to make? Then it looks like there's a base over here on the corner of his screen. Yeah, this game, by the way, the demo and stuff is on Steam right now, or just the game in general. Yeah, so you break stuff. Okay, let's see here. So he starts making something. Okay, you can build stuff, I guess. What is he making? Cutting table. There we go. And now you can make food, I guess, whenever you want to. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, this game, it's probably not going to be $70, you know, which is great, by the way. It's great. Don't get me wrong. That's really great. But a game like this is like, dude, if they sell this game for, I don't know, $40, $50, right? That's absolutely insane. Like, this is the kind of shit where you will make your money back no problem if you release this. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is like the future of games. Yeah, see that? See the corner there? Level 5, I'm assuming, or that's his power level, I think. But there's progression, clearly. It's progression, curios, items, and it's... Yeah, I want to see if he gets to the... Oh, yeah, there you go. Now he's putting a board. The game's like just third-person action, I guess. Not really locking on, though. It's kind of weird. Oh, now he is. There we go. Let's do that. Can you lock on? UI, yeah. The UI looks very nostalgic. It does. It kind of reminds me of just like old, like, I don't want to say RuneScape really, but like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Tyson says Jennifer English is voice acting in Ex Voto. I love Expedition 33, but I'm kind of tired of Jennifer English. I mean, I'm like the only voice actor I'm really like tired of are the ones that are like everything. So, like, you know, like back in the day, like Troy Baker being there. I don't hate Troy Baker. It's just like, you know, when you hear someone's voice in like every game, even like Nolan North to some degree, you're kind of like, okay, you know, hey, this looks fun. But here, let's stop it for now. Let's go forward a bit more. After this, I want to watch the Ex Voto like mini documentary, like interview thing they have. Just hide that for a second. Wendelstein says, on a more lighthearted note, you should play Slay the Princess or Doki Doki Literature Club one day. I think it'd be funny. The only problem with that is that I already know Doki Doki Literature Club's like twist, because that was all over the internet back in the day. You know, this is basically, the Reaper says, is basically a pirate version of Greedfall. You guys ever play Greedfall? I beat the first Greedfall. It wasn't a perfect game. It was made by Spiders, which is a very decent developer. I don't know if you guys ever play a game called The Technomancer? I thought that game was really cool. I wish they would make a sequel to Technomancer. They never did, though. That was a cool game. It was like kind of like an action RPG, but you were like on Mars, and it's like humanity left Earth because Earth like, you know, destroyed whatever. They go to live on Mars, but then Mars has like, it's closer to the sun, so because the sun's radiation is closer to Mars, everyone that lives on the planet starts getting like mutated and stuff, and you can't go outside in like direct contact with the sun because it can basically like fry you alive. And then people start like developing like weird evolutionary like powers and abilities that are like inexplainable on Mars for some reason. And then there's like people that can control like electricity and stuff, and they're called technomancers, and that's what you play as. And then it has like a story that you like complete and you run around and do quests, whatever. And again, not the best game ever made, like mind you, but like really cool idea. And I was surprised they never made a sequel to it because the ending of that game has a really good like sequel hook. I recommend that game. I mean, again, if you don't mind like jankiness, Mars is the closest stuff. Whatever, they're on Mars, and the sun for whatever reason is making them like way hotter. Okay, and they're like dying from it. It's still cool. Okay, let's see what else happens in the game. I want to see him get into like a battle in the ship. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got ship battles. Okay. It has a sequel to Remaster. Was it? I never saw that. I never saw the sequel. So they're going towards the ship. Yeah, this is literally Black Flag. Yeah, like that's Black Flag. That's 100% Black Flag. But the damage is in like RPG numbers. Then you shoot from the side, right? Yeah. Then you get the damage numbers, 4,500, whatever. Yeah, this is literally Black Flag. I really don't know why they just thought they didn't make another Black Flag. Like genuinely. I mean, you had Assassin's Creed Rogue that came up the same day. Very weird that they did that. They released Rogue and Black Flag on the same day. Rogue was only for like 360, and then Black Flag. You know, Black Flag was cross-gen, wasn't it? But Rogue wasn't cross-gen. And like now Rogue, I think, has a cross-gen version. I think. I could be wrong. It was very bizarre. I don't know the way they did it. But yeah, this game, Windrose, when this game, this is probably gonna be a huge hit. There you go. Never gets started. He pulls like a giant halberd. He's just killing everybody. Yeah, this is all you need. Well, let's look up Ex Voto. Voto 1948. It was just trailer, probably. Wasn't there yeah, the teaser. Here we go.
I am not Bianca. Back off.
This game comes out in like...
Yet I still hear my father's voice instructing me from the shade of that tree. It's pointing at my grip, my posture.
Hello, I'm Albie Baldwin, and I'm playing Ayata, who is the player character in 1348 Ex Voto.
I am Jennifer English, and I play Bianca.
I am Mordred, and you are Arthur. Fight or yield.
Ayata.
That looked weird. Did you guys see that? The lip syncing. So look at the character model. Look at her mouth.
Fight or yield.
Ayata is a member of the noble family, and Bianca works at the castle. They've grown up together.
The messiness of the relationship is one of my favorite things about it.
Bianca.
No. Zen's asking, or sorry, not Zen. Gloom's asking. Her name's Arthur. Her name's Ayata. Ayata. Aita. Ayata.
Have they taken you? You are all that is left to me. I shall save you. This, I vow.
Yeah, I think there is a romanticism that both Bianca and Ayata have, but especially Bianca. I think she plays games with the world.
Oh, my noble knight errant, wilt thou aid this fair damsel
I like
to
the girl in the
rise?
background just standing with her arms crossed.
That's not fair.
She's just like out of the way.
The world isn't fair.
What I will say about Ayata's bowl cut is, I think it's quite hot and historically accurate. Historically accurate. So back off, haters, haters of the bowl cut.
I think what I did learn, and we learned as we went from the creators, is how beautiful and rich the history is.
It's been such an honor to be able
like
to...
the game's graphics look fine. It's just the fact that like, I don't know if you guys actually saw, like, they're showing gameplay here because curated, I understand that. I don't know if you guys actually saw real demo gameplay of this. I saw what's his channel? I saw this Synthetic Man playing this game, and like the voice acting was just like, not the voice acting, I guess. The actual like lip sync and everything was completely off. And the combat was really janky.
To do that and to be able to do performance capture and for them to take that risk to do that, because it's not the easiest method by any means. I really passionately want to tell LGBTQ plus stories.
Oh boy, there she said it. There she said it. She really wants to tell LGBT. I mean, like, okay, I understand that. I get that. But it's like, if that's the purpose of this game, I don't like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Apparently it's like a 8-9 hour game. Very, very, very linear based. But when you see the actual game in action, which I'll show you guys after this, like not the curated version they're showing you here, where you actually see the game running in like engine and you see the voice acting and you see like the way the mouths move and shit, it's just like insane.
She's slightly genderqueer in that like people mistake her for being a boy and a man, and
Literally no one mistakes that for being a boy or a man. Who would be kidding? Come on, bro. Look at this. Who looks at this skinny woman with a bowl cut and thinks that's a man? Literally no one's going to think that's a man. That's 100% a woman with a bowl cut. I mean, of course, but like no one's going to think that's a man. Literally nobody. Who are we kidding? Anyways, keep going.
she's like, yeah, great.
It's not a coming out story. It's not your usual fare. I've not seen that very often in games or in just in media in general.
You wait. What? What did you just say? I got here looking.
In games or
What'd she say?
I've not seen that very often.
No, wait. What'd you say?
She's slightly genderqueer in that like people
Genderqueer,
mistake her
yeah,
for
whatever,
being a boy
whatever.
and a man, and she's like,
What did
yeah,
you
great.
say?
It's not a coming out story.
It's not a coming out story. Huh? Aren't they in medieval times in like Italy? What? Not a coming out story. Okay. First of all, female knights didn't exactly exist. Let's just put that out there now. Okay. So already this story is like, if we're going off of like realistic, like, okay, this could exist in real life. Like this would have happened. Like this bowl-cutted woman would never have like wielded a sword with armor on, fighting men and whatever in Italy, no less. Italy, like, are you kidding me, bro? These people don't like Jesus Christ. Okay, so anyway, she says this is not a coming out story. Okay, fine.
It's not your usual.
It's not your usual fare, but it kind of is, though, isn't it? Like, oh, there's a lot of games that are already dealing with this kind of stuff, pushing this sort of stuff, making this the whole purpose of them. And if it's not games, it's like movies and TV and whatever. So it's not your usual fare. That is bizarre. Okay?
Fair. I've not seen that very often.
You've not seen LGBT stories in games or in media in general. What world are you living in? What? That doesn't make any sense. How do you not see these sorts of stories in media? This is literally everywhere. This is like, guys, am I going crazy? Please, someone tell me. You've never seen LGBT stories in games? Oh, someone's home. The dogs start barking. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like 0 sense whatsoever. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't understand that. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry about my dogs barking. Someone's home.
In games or in just in media in general.
What are you talking about?
I do think everyone would love it.
Everyone would love it. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. This game, I guarantee you, it doesn't matter how bad the combat is. It doesn't matter how bad the lip syncing is. It doesn't matter how bad the environment. None of that's going to matter. The fact that this story is telling the story that it's telling, everyone is like, all the reviewers. I mean, like the game reviewers, they're all going to give this game glowing reviews. I would be shocked I would be shocked to see this game get lower than like a 7 out of 10 from any news outlet across the board. Like they're all going to give this game the lowest, a 7, which is like still like for them, like, okay, whatever. Cause like 7 won't, ruin the Metacritic score that much, probably, hopefully, but then they'll be above that. And every single review, I guarantee you, this game comes out in like what, 2 weeks? Oh, 2 weeks, I think. Yeah. Or yeah, 2 weeks. So when this game comes out, this is going to be like, you're going to see the media is going to love this game.
Every scene is beautiful.
It's such a beautiful story,
the game
anyone
gives
who's
me,
wanting to like live
Tale
at their best 14th century Italian knight life will love it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one. What? There's not enough stories telling this stuff, dude. There's stories literally every other game is doing this. Let me read the comments. 50 people playing the demo right now. Most of them YouTubers, devs, and their friends. Of course, the whole modern audience is going to play it. Future McDonald's employee featuring John Highgard from the Concord series. Motion capture is expensive. Probably got some funding for that. One look at the actress is all I need to know. The game will bomb. I am non-binary. Another self-insert game. They, them, switch off comments under this video on Sony's official channel. Did they really? No way. Did they actually? Let me look this up. Did they actually do that? Where's the behind the scenes trailer from PlayStation? Let me find that. Let me go Ex Voto behind the scenes. Did they actually turn up? Oh, this is 7 minutes long. Oh, they turned off the comments.
I am not
Oh, this is like an extended version of it. My bad. Okay.
I practice, but I am no knight.
No, you're more than that.
Yet I still hear my father's voice instructing me from the shade of that tree. It's pointing at my grip, my posture.
Hello, I'm Albie Baldwin.
As we watched already.
Ambience
Between them, I've gone through a lot.
So we already watched this
very
part.
violent, which I think
Here,
with
loss of her family. So there's a lot going on with the two of them. There's a lot of pain.
she has to be very violent, which I think is in her upbringing and the tales of the knights.
Oh, that's kind of problematic. She's kind of violent. It's in her upbringing, and it's an LGBT. That's not good. That is not good. That is yikes. Yay.
And she spars with Bianca, and her father's taught her how to fight. And I think she goes with Bianca, and her father's taught her how to fight.
Okay, I know it says father there, but the voice actress just said fathers. Did you hear that? Did you hear what she? Let me put that again. Tell me if I'm crazy, but does she not say that her father's plural helped her to fight? Listen.
She spars with Bianca, and her father's taught her how to fight. And I
Am
think
I
she
wrong?
goes on this journey of becoming
Fathers, right? She said plural too.
more brutal in her violence without the moral question first at times. But I think that question's always in her head.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to feed a family, little lord?
I swear to God, she just said father.
Of justice.
Do you believe I enjoy doing the things I've done?
Can you imagine if this game is set in medieval Italy? Check the captions. Good idea. Fathers. Look at that. Plural fathers. Right there. No. She literally says fathers as in plural. Right there. Look, let's play it again. Let's play it again. Here.
She spars with Bianca, and her father's taught her how to fight. And I think she goes on this journey
maybe it's one
of
father. I don't know.
becoming
Let me get rid of the
violence
captions.
without the moral question first at times. But I think that question's always in her
Oh my
head.
God, but she has
Have any
fathers
idea?
are hilarious. I love that.
How hard it is to feed a family, little lord?
Maybe his father has, yeah.
I
Maybe
saw
that's
an
not like,
oath
yeah.
of justice.
It'd be hilarious if it ends up
Do you
being fathers. I
believe
would love that.
I enjoy doing the things
That'd be 10 out of 10.
I've done?
10 out of 10.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will relate to Ayata's story, especially the storyline with Bianca. They enjoy each other's company so much, and then when they're ripped apart, and it drives so much of the story, and it drives so much of Ayata's motivations.
Bianca, where have they taken you? You are all that is left to me.
What? Okay. I'd be hilarious if she ends up having two dads. That would be hilarious, dude. Oh my god. Did they the M Chan says, did they mention she has a mother in the story though? I don't know. I don't think so. She only brings up her father so far in the like the interview thing.
I shall save you.
Yeah, no.
This, I vow.
Yeah, I think there is a romanticism that
Yeah, we heard this part
is
already.
games with the world.
Princess of Hearts.
Bowl cut. Hate it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't know any Italian prior to this game. I think what I did learn, and we learned as we went from the creators.
So we got a non-Italian woman playing an Italian knight in Italy in the medieval times. That doesn't... Yeah, I always find that interesting. You know what I mean? You ever notice that, like, when it comes to like games media and stuff, that it always, like, if the character is like Asian, for example, right? We have to get someone that is exactly that sort of Asian to play the character. If that character is black, we have to get like the exact, like, kind of black, you know, whatever person to play this black character. But then when it comes to like white characters, it doesn't matter. Like, this lady straight up has a British accent, but she's just existing in like medieval Italy of all places. Doesn't make any sense. Like, they should have Italian accents, but they don't. At the very least, when you go play like Mafia: The Old Country, they actually speak like they have Italian accents. Like, speak English, obviously, but you get the point. But this is like, what are we doing? Anyway, let's keep going.
Is how beautiful and rich the history is.
When I was a teenager, I got really into tales of like knights and, you know, love stories. Like, I can feel the inspiration of that in the piece, in the game.
Yeah, you're right. Even like
Bianca, where have they taken you?
Not even an Italian guy. At least Roger Craig just try it. You know?
Sh0eOnHead are the most inspiring people to work with. They have so much passion. Yeah, it was an amazing experience.
Makes sense.
To do the full performance capture.
It's been such an honor to be able to do that, and to be able to do performance capture, and for them to take that risk to do that, because like, it's not the easiest method by any means.
The main character,
it was my first.
This main character playing whatever this like girl thing, whatever. She's like doing the performance capture with the sword, but it's like she's obviously not a trained swordsman. So wouldn't that be wrong to do? But I mean, like, I guess, you know, like, again, the reviews aren't going to point this out. They don't care, because all they're going to see is like the stories about what it's about. So immediately it's going to be 10 out of 10, and they're going to like completely ignore any issues. I'd be very surprised if this game doesn't get anything lower than like an 80 on Metacritic. My guess is like, I'm not even kidding, like 85. Like, I'm not kidding. And it really will not matter about the quality of the game anyways.
Experience of doing any filming for video games, and I was aware you were a pro.
Well, yeah.
So I think I was slightly looking around for like, how do I do this?
You were amazing.
Thank you. You were just perfectly demonstrating how to do it.
Hopefully, I don't know.
Because the camera is right there, even little movements with your eyes get picked up, which was at first terrifying and then extremely liberating, because any small thing that you did was picked up. So I think I always knew with this game that those like personal journeys for the characters were really important and at like the heart of the game.
It's been really challenging, but also kind of one of the easiest jobs as well, because you've got another actor to perform opposite. And working with Albie did it with facial capture as well, which is another juicy challenge.
You would be concentrating on making sure like my right leg's this side of your leg and pulling it across this way so they can see that, and then suddenly your heads are just going bong. And like, yeah, it was.
We are narwhals.
Yeah.
I think more video games should be done like that. Develop.
Yay, dude. This is a cringe fest. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? When this game comes out, I'm telling you, the industry is going to protect the shit out of this game.
I wanted to take this job because not often a part comes through where you don't feel like you have to pretend. It felt quite natural to play her.
Yeah,
I think they've made a
I wonder why it was natural to play her. I wonder why. I couldn't imagine why.
character that a lot of people will relate to.
She was kidnapped from my town by your men. You murder. You kidnap. I take no pleasure in bloodshed, yet your actions demand it.
You're the young knight who's brought chaos to this camp.
I really passionately want to tell LGBTQ plus stories. There's lots about the character that I've never had the opportunity to play before.
Ayata, she's slightly genderqueer in that, like, people mistake her for being a boy and a man, and she's like, yeah, great.
It's not a coming out story. It's not your usual fare. The longing, the yearning, the complex, messy relationship. That's not what they're wrestling with. What they're wrestling with is the circumstances, and I've not seen that.
Well, let's be real. If it's about two lesbians, the likelihood that there'll be some domestic violence in it will be very high. As if you don't know, lesbian relationships have the highest level of domestic violence. That's not even wrong to say. That's literally the truth. They're like that group. They're constantly just swinging. They're swinging for the fences constantly at each other, man. Constantly. So, yep. How can she hold that big ass sword with one hand? I don't know. They probably don't care about that because those swords are probably like what 30-40 pounds, probably at least. I would wager. I would say for most ordinary people that'd be pretty hard to swing around too much, but she's doing it. Apparently, it doesn't feel realistic, but like not, the whole game's kind of just whatever.
Very often in games or in just in media in general.
Okay, and then it cuts out the same way.
Italian Knight.
Yeah. Okay. This game is. I don't know, man. This sounds weird to me. I still, you know what? 1 second. Can I look up something real quick? 1 second. How heavy is a medieval sword back then? How heavy are they? Medieval swords most weigh between 2 to 5 to 3 to 5 pounds, while large two-hand war swords could reach 4 to 6 pounds. Standard. Okay, they're actually not that heavy at all then. They're very light, surprisingly. Interesting. I thought they'd be way heavier than that. Okay, then maybe she can hold it then. Whoop. Yeah, maybe she can hold it then. Okay. Now I want to look up 1348 Ex Voto gameplay. 1 second. 1348 Ex Voto gameplay. I can't spell. Demo, I guess. That works. Full demo. Let me see. Well, you know what? Here, let me just show you Synthetics Man. Synthetic Man. Maybe he has on his channel. Let me see Synthetic Man. 1 sec. Just click his name. Probably in his live. Where's he playing Ex Voto? I don't see it. Maybe he doesn't have it up. No? Ex Voto? No? Yeah, no, I guess not. Okay. Well, then we'll just go Ex Voto demo gameplay. Because he was the one that I watched originally for that. Here. Let's just do, I guess, this demo here. Make this bigger. His live streams are private? Okay, that makes sense.
Feat worthy of Lancelot himself, straight from one of your tales.
Why do you insist we come here when all you do is mock?
We are here to distract
It's on
you
Memory
from your
Runner?
sorrows.
Okay, we'll watch this for now. 1 second.
Besides, nightly practice balances your humors, Ayata. Mock play mine.
I practice. I am no knight.
Weird. The voice acting in this version
No,
looks
you're more than that.
sounds fine. But when he was playing it, it looked weird.
I still hear my father's voice instructing me from the shadow of that tree, pointing out my grip, my posture. I hear him closely even though he's with my mother.
The town mourns for the loss of their lord.
To raise my sword and to keep fighting. And
Look at
to
that
not tell my
haircut.
mother.
Jesus. Bloody hell. I thought I had a bad haircut.
So, my noble knight. Arthur. Will you face your end at the hand of your son?
The troubadour does not speak the lines like that, Bianca.
I am not Bianca. I am Mordred, and you are Arthur. Fight or yield.
You will ruin your vestments.
I said, fight me.
As thou ask.
Okay, here's the gameplay.
You'll end up in the mud.
Perfect. Your
Okay.
strikes are repetitive.
2 handstands.
Father's.
If your blows are parried, change your stance.
Perfect.
What the hell? Bianca just knows how to fight too? One perfect attack.
Perfect. My turn to attack. Let's see you parry the dog.
Why's her mouth doing that? What the hell? Okay, I want to see like real combat where she fights like actual people. Let me see. Let me find something. Right here. Here's some real combat. There you go.
Murderer! You'll pay for that.
You watch it, son boy. I'll hack you.
Dave asking what's that? This is that Ex Voto game. Ex Voto. I'm looking at it. Well, I don't have Steam, so I can't play the demo. So
The bell's
I'm
still
watching the
tolled.
demo instead.
The others must have fled to the church.
To the church. The others have fled to the church. Can't go that way. Fight another guy.
All out for fine sort.
Come then. If you want this, take it.
Okay, so your health bar's at the bottom in the shape of hearts. Kind of like Zelda. There's like not a lot of blood when you cut into people either. You notice that? You guys noticing that? Is that just me?
Heat. But it's the
Yeah,
only
this
way through
this
to
is
the
like
church.
this is like what? Yeah, I know, yeah. Why do they have English accents? This takes place in Italy. That's a good question. That's a very good question. This is not the first game to do that. Like, remember in Assassin's Creed Unity, everyone's supposed to be in France, but they have British accents for no reason. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, obviously you have to push the thing. You push it and then you climb up. Okay, I just want to see more combat. Here we go. More combat right here. Okay, now she's fighting 2 people. This is literally the same character model of the last one I saw. Like, they're like almost 1-to-1.
Enough of this. Get rid of it.
Yeah, there's no blood. Okay, there's some blood on the screen, I guess. Signify you got hit. Whoa, the knight went down faster than the guy that didn't have armor. The hell?
They killed everyone. Bianca is not among the dead. Where is she?
Or what's this? Oh, okay, so you have like upgrades, I guess. Health, guard, and food. And then you have 3 other. Okay, so it's like pretty basic. Okay, here we go. What's this do? 1 Fidante adds 1 new light attack to the one-handed stance. Add 1 new light attack to two-handed. The first light attack is always a perfect attack. Okay. Interesting. I mean, okay, that's a lot of book pages. That one's locked, and then that one's locked too. Yeah, that's pretty the simple one to now just do guard. There you go. Okay, well, the upgrade system at least is pretty simple. All right, now we go on with the game. Yeah, I want to see her health now. Does like the little heart go up?
I must keep searching. Left when they fled. This shall come in useful.
Yeah, look at that. Her heart's got bigger at the bottom. Okay. Obviously, you should eat food to heal because you have no HP right now. You have literally one heart. What are you doing? I guess they're just not gonna eat the heart. Whatever. Let's see the okay. Here, another fight here. A lot of walking. Okay, so the bar below is like your stamina. Yeah, no shit, you died. I literally said that. I said this person had no health. What are you doing? You have all that food on you. Eat it. Now their health bar is completely full again. Okay, they don't have to do anything again. Fine, whatever. Okay. Are you getting cooked by this guy? Kill him already. Yeah, there's no blood. There's nothing. That is really weird. All right, well, dude. Like I'm skimming through the gameplay. There's so much walking. There's no like.
Stay your hand.
There we go. Just got in this same enemy unit again. This time they like change the color of his clothes. But besides that, same guy again. There goes your head again. Yeah, there's no blood. There's nothing. Or maybe that's an option to turn off. I don't know. Yeah, Eternal Brandon says so. There's no point in healing then. It seems like it. Well, there's blood once a month. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, technically, yes. There is. Yeah, you're all right. It is very true. Okay, that person's dead. All right, and then like, okay, then find another person here.
What's this then? A knight?
The combat's just the same thing over and over again so far. Like, I don't know if it's just you guys, but me noticing, but like,
My sword shall speak
there's
for
like
me.
no difference. Look at it. Okay. Tired now. There you go. There you go. He's dead. There's the same guy again. He literally fought this guy like a few fights ago, same color and everything. You guys just stand back. Like, do two people not attack you at the same time? Does everyone just wait their turn? Am I wrong? Look at this. Like, what the hell? This guy's attacking her, and the knight's just sitting in the back not doing anything. Look, the knight's in the background standing there. Look. So he's dead now, and now the knight comes in. What the hell is going on? It's the same. It doesn't matter who she fights. Like, no matter what enemy she fights, the combat's virtually the same. There's like no difference to it. Whether the guy has like the big like stick whip thing, or they have like, I guess the mace, whatever. They have a sword, they have a dagger, whatever. It's the same combat. Do we get refunds from watching this? I'm sorry, but no. Okay, this is the scene she was doing. Yeah.
Those that I have failed today, may I one day be worthy of your forgiveness.
She's just talking out loud. So this lady has no internal dialogue.
Bianca, you are all that is left to me. I shall save you. This, I vow.
Yeah, this game is going to be like, dude, the freaking like the websites are going to love this game. They're going to love this game like nothing. It's going to be like in their top 10 of the year. Again, I don't think it looks terrible, but it doesn't like I don't understand what the hype is at all. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. There was something else I wanted to look at, but I don't remember what it was. Wasn't there another game I wanted to look at? I know one of them was Crimson Desert. It looks terrible though. I mean, that's the thing though. It doesn't matter if it looks terrible. That's the thing, right? Like, they're still gonna play it anyways. In terms of it flopping though, like I don't know. This game, who are the makers of this game? One second. Ex Voto Dev Studio. Who are you people? What is your name? Okay, Dear Villagers is the publisher. Sh0eOnHead. Who the hell is Sh0eOnHead? This is their first game. Sh0eOnHead. Let me look that up. Sh0eOnHead. There we go. 1 second. I just want to look at this. Yeah, I want to see. So Sh0eOnHead's the what the hell about? That's a really okay. So we have, this is the team, I guess. So we got do I recognize any of these people's names? I don't recognize anybody on this. No, I don't recognize anybody. Tom Oceano. Oh, I have to I can only go with their Instagram. I don't want to do that. So co-CEO and director. So Sh0eOnHead is a small game studio based in Italy, made with an international team of 15 industry veterans. At Sh0eOnHead, we're united by a shared passion, handcrafting deep, memorable stories set in stunning, believable worlds. By combining the latest technologies with the agility and creative freedom of a small team, we strive to create the games we have always wanted to play. There you go. So the team is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 15 people. That's it. Okay. What's this? Jobs? Okay. Well, I don't want that. Games. Visit website. Whoops. What did I do? Sure, I'll accept. I don't care. PS5 and Steam only, I guess. Let's see. Brave the harsh realities of the Italian late medieval period through the eyes of a courageous noble whose life is about to change fundamentally. Follow Eta Albie Baldwin. Albie Baldwin. Who the hell is Albie? Inspired by historical European martial arts. What the hell? Why isn't it showing on your guys' screen what I'm looking at? Oh, that's why. Oops. There we go. I'm looking at this. I don't know why I didn't do that. My bad. Sorry about that. I was like, why isn't it showing? Oops, my bad. I'm looking at this. Here we go. Yeah, inspired by historical European martial arts, experienced thrilling sword fighting, cinematic combat, inspired by historical European martial arts, and animated with the help of trained performance capture actors. Use her knowledge to surprise and overcome your enemies by strategically choosing 2 combat stances, 1 and 2-handed. A ravaged yet magnificent Italy. From medieval villages to castles and the beautiful grassy mountainside of the Appennino to the remnants of classical Rome, explore a magnificent 14th century Italy through the eyes of a knight errant. 1348, okay? All right, so there you go. What's this? It's like screenshots from the game, I guess. That one's not even loading. Okay. Yeah, and then like Dear Villagers. These are the people. Oh, why does it keep opening up new tabs? Like, what the hell are you doing? Okay, my bad. There we go. So these are the people that are publishing the game. My bad. These are the people that have that one game where they had that creator celebrate Charlie Kirk's death. Let me find the game. It was right there. I literally just saw it. Where did it go? I was going to reject all. This one, Caravan Sandwich. The developer of this game was celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. They said like a fascist got headshotted. I don't know if you guys remember that. So that's kind of why, like, I personally I wouldn't really want to play it, because I'm like, I don't want to give money to people like this that are like kind of just, I don't know, man. They don't seem like good people. Yeah. I think the only game I've played that they've released, I didn't even beat it. I remember playing Edge of Eternity. I played that for a little bit, but I thought that game was really mid as hell, so I stopped playing it. Everything else here I haven't played. Like Deer Boy, that doesn't look like anything I'd want to play. Ever Siege, Hell Slave. I don't even know what the hell this says. Calyx, Calyx. I don't know. It looks like this 1348 Ex Voto game is going to be like their biggest game they've ever made, probably. We got a super chat as well. Warbreaker for $5. Mortar Shell 2, Crimson Desert, Lords of the Fallen 2, Blood of Dawnwalker. So many good games this year. Yeah. Mortal Shell 2. I'll have to see about that one. I thought the first one was a decent game. Crimson Desert, yeah, that looks insane. Lords of the Fallen 2, I'm going to play that. Blood of Dawnwalker, I'm excited for that game, but I just don't like the time mechanic in it. Maybe they can change it, but I don't know. But yeah, these are the people that basically. Oh my god, why does it keep doing this, bro? It keeps opening up new tabs every time I click something. Whatever, get out of here. So this is the game that made fun of Charlie Kirk dying. So, no thanks. That's a no from me, dog. Let me just exit all these damn Deer Villager things because like a million things freaking opened up. So stupid. Yeah. Thanks for the $5, by the way. Thank you very much. Thanks for supporting the stream. If you guys can also like the stream as well, if you can, thank you very much. Helps the channel a lot. This game though, this will definitely be their biggest release so far, 100%. Like 100%. Will it make enough money, whatever that? I don't know. I think at least the games journalists will love this game. I think when it comes to like performance of the year and stuff, the people that were in this game are probably going to get nominated. What else they got here? Contacts. What is this? Home, about, and jobs. Yeah, we're good. Let's go back to YouTube. Okay. So it's crazy to look at that game and then like Crimson Desert, and then you have like Crimson Desert. And like this game just looks nuts. I don't want to look at the one from 2 years ago because that's like older gameplay. 3 weeks ago. Here we go. This is better. Insane. This game 0601, $20 for dog food. Thank you very much. They already ate today, but thank you.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome
to the first Crimson Desert Features overview video.
Thank you very much, though. Thank you.
In this series, we'll be sharing information about several gameplay features.
Thank you so much.
And providing a look into what you can expect when you step into the world
you guys
of
haven't
Crimson
seen this.
Desert.
This looks insane. Like just compare what we just looked at to this
Today,
now.
we'll cover our main protagonist Cliff and his story, as well as the open world where your journey will take place.
I can't wait for this game, dude.
This is the continent of Pywell, a seamless open world filled with natural beauty. Here you'll find both vast wilderness stretching as far as the eye can see, and bustling cities inhabited by residents from all walks of life. As you explore, you may also come across ancient ruins
Yeah, this
and
game's
more
not made on Unreal,
just
by the
waiting
way.
to be
It has
discovered.
its own unique engine.
But for all its beauty, danger lurks in all corners. Rival factions clash in deadly conflicts.
This was awesome.
Hostile forces roam the lands.
Like actually,
And high above, in the realm known as the Abyss, a growing mystical imbalance threatens to push the world toward chaos. This is where you step in.
Here, take these wings.
already the female characters are like infinitely
It's
better.
time to return.
Infinitely better. That's in engine, bro. He's just jumping off the build, like he's just jumping off there, and that's all rendering in engine. That's insane.
You will play as Cliff, a formidable warrior of the Greymanes, a faction hailing from the region of Payloon.
I agree.
Renowned for their commitment to peace, the Greymanes have long fought for their homeland's unity and protected the innocent. To Cliff, his fellow Greymanes are family in all but name, and he has fought with them side by side, determined to preserve unity in their lands.
Rest well.
But we first
Hell
join
yeah, dude.
Cliff in
Scottish
the
voice
days
actor?
after that peace is shattered.
Gia.
There's people in the comments asking, is this game only single player? The answer to that is yes. Single player, open world, action RPG. Story and all that too, factions and all that too. Let's go back.
Has fallen.
Yes, it's single.
And with the great leader's death, our land, Payloon, once unified, has been plunged into chaos. And now, a bloody battle unfolds on Earth between the Greymanes, who fight
Black
to
space,
uphold
that's the name,
his
yeah,
will,
there you go.
and the Black Bear forces that seek to set it aflame.
Funny. Oop. funny you would say that it looks like an MMO with all the things removed, because that's literally what this game is, by the way. This was an MMO, and then they removed the MMO elements of it, and they turned it into a single-player open-world game. So you're actually right.
Your journey begins with reuniting the surviving Greymanes to
That's why the
rebuild
world's
the
so big.
faction
It was meant for
and
thousands of
reclaim
players, but now
your
it's just
homeland.
you.
Blackbeard bastards swore up and down you were dead. Ross!
But as you venture farther, the clearer it will become that the fate of more than just the Greymanes is in your hands.
Yeah, you're right, Reaper.
Forces of greed and malice wreak havoc across the continent, while a far greater threat emerges. The gazes of dark forces are fixed on the Abyss, a mysterious realm that holds power beyond imagination. And in doing so, drives the balance of this unknown world and the continent below ever deeper into chaos.
It could be
Fragments
soap, I don't
of
know.
the Abyss are falling to the lands below and lie scattered across Pywell. Defeating those that seek to use these remnants and restoring the Abyss's broken balance will be an important part of your journey.
The Abyss holds what the world itself will contain. Which is why they plot to open the gate.
What's behind it?
Pure power, raw and untamed.
The outfits here. It's like some Witcher shit. The monsters?
If we fail to do so, countless lives will be lost. We can't do this alone. Naira, gather all of the Greymanes.
Consider it done.
Take focus! They're all fucking dead!
This game looks sick. Yeah, you're right, Zephyr. You're right. 100%.
The story of Crimson Desert centers on Cliff.
This way.
No, we're just hanging out
How's
all
the
this.
situation?
Literally, we're just hanging out.
But as his tale
Hanging out.
unfolds, 2 new playable characters will come to join your journey.
Yeah, you can play a woman
As
and
these
an old guy.
characters become available, you will be able to freely explore Pywell and undertake many quests outside the main story with them. Each character has their own combat style, as well as unique skills and weapons, allowing you to experience the world and its battles in different ways.
He's got a shotgun for an arm.
Pywell is made up of 5 regions, each holding stories to be told and discoveries waiting to be found.
It's like Skellige, like The Witcher 3 or something. There's Cyrodiil from Oblivion. Basically, like Baldur's Gate, pretty much. It looks like that looks like Baldur's Gate. My bad. This place, Delesia. That's Baldur's Gate. And then there you go, Prison Desert. Yeah, dude. Breaker, 100%.
The main
Like,
quest
this
line
shit's right up my
follows
alley.
Cliff's journey through the central story, but questing in Pywell goes far beyond following a single path. The continent
yeah.
is full of other tales,
No.
interesting encounters, and hidden challenges that all shape your adventure. And you're free to take them on in any order you choose.
Big ass
Many
map.
of Pywell's quests revolve around the factions, houses, and
Holy
organizations
shit,
of
zoom out, look
Pywell.
at that.
Some of these quests are grand, with large-scale objectives like reclaiming fortresses and taking on formidable foes.
Do you know how to drive a wagon? Would you take the reins and get me to the trading post?
While others are quieter, requiring you to help residents with everyday tasks.
It's like Red Dead Redemption. Like that.
From the outset, some factions will be friendly and may give you missions.
The Bleed Bandits are raising an army of their own. And worse still, they've stolen the family spear manual. My son Graham went to reclaim it, but he's gone silent. With the rest of my men serving the Duke, I find myself in need of your aid.
Others, however, are hostile forces who are residing in or occupying.
She's understanding, Peter. She's very understanding. She's very understanding. She's gonna come to my house probably like in an hour, so she'll probably be here when I finish the stream. So it's all good. The main character's name is Cliff McDuff. Literally the best name ever, Cliff McDuff. Are you kidding me? The name's goofy. I love it.
The area. Roothold, originally under the jurisdiction of House Celeste, is currently blockaded, under siege by the invading forces of Gwen Kraber.
This looks like what I wanted to.
The area will be liberated once Gwen Kraber and Kraber's soldiers are defeated.
That's what I wish Dragon's Dogma was.
Roothold is now back under the control of its rightful faction, House Celeste.
Like leveled up. There's not much other stuff.
Enemy forces have withdrawn, and the region will now be safe to travel. In other liberated locations, the homes of rightful residents may be restored. Rewards for faction quests will be helpful in your character progression, from meeting new merchants to receiving equipment for your journey and gaining access to resources like lumber, stone, and other materials you'll need to rebuild the Greymane's home.
This game looks insane, bro. If they can land this game and like it comes out and it's amazing and it runs well and everything, this is game of the year. Look at this.
In Pywell, exploration is more than travel. It's discovery.
What, he's like geomancer powers? What was that?
Whether it's finding undiscovered points of interest, hidden treasures, or simply a vantage point to take in the view, there is much that will draw your curiosity to wander. With sights, secrets, and surprises along the way catching your attention, and no strict path, you can pretty much go anywhere that captures your interest.
Yeah, this is what I wanted Dragon's Dogma to be. Look at this. Look at this.
A trusty steed provides reliable travel, but Cliff himself can climb and even glide across distances.
Grapple hook in midair? And it just has like Assassin's Creed climbing all of a sudden too? Well, how big is that world?
Further into your journey, you'll also gain access to a missile-firing mech and a dragon that will allow you to soar high above the world. On your journey, you will meet a wide variety of the continent's inhabitants as part of everyday life in Pywell. Amongst them, hostile factions and enemies each present their own threats, from well-trained soldiers and sorcerers to ferocious beasts and machines that will test your combat skills and adaptability. And for those seeking a different kind of challenge, Pywell holds many mysteries. From ancient mechanisms hidden in forgotten ruins to enigmatic puzzles, each rewarding keen observation and problem solving.
Will there be airships ever? I don't know.
Now, let's go over just some of the things you can discover out in the world. The Abyss is a mysterious realm brimming with secrets and untold power. Its influence stretches far beyond its own borders, spilling into the lands of Pywell. Fragments have fallen to the world below and lie scattered across the continent. And discovering these remnants will be an important part of your journey.
I'm going to ride a wolf when I get the game. Dude, 100%. Like, this shit looks nuts, bro. This looks nuts.
You'll come across artifacts, powerful items necessary to unlock and upgrade your skills. Artifacts can be earned through quests and combat, while others lie in more hidden corners of the world, waiting for those willing to stray from the beaten path.
Bruh. It's not online, X. It's single player
Traces
only.
of the abyss you
Single player
discover will open up fast travel locations, making it easier to revisit and explore the areas of Pywell you've discovered.
Yes, Nick. Yes, Max. Yes.
In time, your search will inevitably take you to the abyss itself. Venturing into its mysterious realms will put your wits to the test as you uncover its secrets and restore the abyss's broken balance.
This looks insane, dude.
Across Pywell lie valuable equipment and items, some tucked away in hidden corners, others guarded fiercely within enemy camps, forts, and strongholds. Many of the items you uncover may offer powerful and helpful advantages in combat and exploration. Even the smaller items you collect along the way can prove unexpectedly useful, benefiting those who search every path and face every challenge. The world of Pywell is rich with knowledge waiting to be uncovered, from knowledge about its inhabitants and wildlife to skills, items, and more. This information can be acquired in many ways, by interacting with characters and objects, exploring new areas, and even observing from afar. The knowledge you gather may provide clues to completing quests, open paths to acquiring new skills, or offer helpful guidance. That's all for today's look at the story and world of Crimson Desert. In the future, we'll be highlighting combat, progression, and life in Pywell, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.
I don't know, dude. This game looks like it looks like too good to be true. You know what I mean? Like, look at this, dude. Yeah, March 19th, bro. This literally comes out what, 3 weeks? Something like that, 3 weeks. Like, are you being for real right now? How big of a freaking game this is? I'm gonna have to pre-order this. 100%, I'm gonna pre-order this. This is the kind of game like I would actually break my rule of like buying it if it had early access, because like that's how eager I am to play it. This game looks freaking crazy, dude. I literally can't wait for it. Yeah, this looks sick. There's another game that I actually can't wait to play as well. I beat it originally. I don't know if you guys saw this game though. Let me show you. One sec. What the hell was it called? Relink Endless Ragnarok. I don't know if you guys have ever played this game. This game looks nuts. One second. We just pause this so we don't have to like listen to the. Get past this guy right here. So if you guys never played Granblue, think of it of like Monster Hunter meets like Japanese role-playing games. This game's getting an expansion in the summer in July. This looks like Relink is such a fun ass game. I never platinumed it. I always wanted to. So I kind of want to go back to it. But like this expansion looks insane.
Begins in the Sky Realm, where myriad islands float in a sea of clouds. Led by an intrepid captain, a band of Skyfarers seek the mythical island of Estalucia. Their adventures, ushered by some fateful wind, would lead them toward a forgotten corner of the Sky Realm, Zeka Grande Skydom.
Crimson Desert's PS5 and Steam.
There they encountered primal beasts, mighty beings who act as island wardens. And together, they thwarted the shadowy Church of Avia. Ultimately, they even witnessed the descent of the God of Destruction.
He's awesome, man.
The crew overcame these trials with their unbreakable bonds, driving chaos from the Skydom and restoring order to the world. However, the winds of fate have begun to stir once more, threatening this peace. From the
never played
darkness slink
Granblue
beasts of
Dynasty
apocalyptic
Relink, though. I
potential,
get all that.
leaving destruction in their
It was
wake.
awesome.
An endless Ragnarok. Next up, we'll review Relink's base features. First and foremost, it's an action RPG where a party of 4 characters adventure and do battle across the Sky Realm. This party-based system is its defining feature. Each character sports distinct gameplay mechanics, allowing for a whole crew full of unique playstyles. Weave these playstyles together using satisfying party-based attacks, like link attacks and chain bursts, to really make combat soar. Just look at those fireworks. As the story unfolds, so too does the number and variety of playable quests, over 160 in fact. From boss fights filled with unique mechanics, to survival missions teeming with enemies, exhilarating challenges abound.
This game's amazing.
Not to mention, every quest is playable with up to 4 players on
right now. It's awesome.
Play at your own pace, or dive into hardcore in-game content. There's something for every Skyfarer to enjoy.
It's literally Monster Hunter meets like Dark Souls.
To help flesh out the journey, the game includes tons of customization and progression elements.
Great!
These include flexible character builds, a variety of side quests, and hunts for collectibles. The list goes on and on,
I love
but all of these features and more are further expanded upon in Endless Ragnarok.
It's so good. So good.
So, let's take a look at those new features coming in Endless Ragnarok.
Look at these features. It's sick. I'm gonna buy this.
Although the chapter on Lilith's schemes has been firmly closed by the crew, just as the seasons change, so too does a new tale arrive in the Zeka Grande Skydom.
Yeah, but the expansion comes out.
While the crew is still basking in a well-earned victory, Sovan and Tway-Yin of the Eternals step in to warn of an encroaching menace.
How's my captain?
In the original Relink, they joined the crew as special playable characters, eager to add their expertise to the captain's roster.
I didn't play it in
But
co-op,
now,
I
they'll brandish their weapons against the captain in a resolve-testing battle that only the Eternals could proctor. The greatest swordsman and archer in the Sky Realm will stand before the crew, who must now prove themselves worthy of facing the many trials awaiting in Endless Ragnarok.
This looks sick.
Let's give them a taste of eternal splendor!
Way ahead of you.
Among those many trials are the apocalyptic Ragnalia. Stronger than any of the monsters previously fought in Zeka Grande, these fiends threaten to tear the land asunder. Their appearance and source of power lies shrouded in mystery, but take heart. Endless Ragnarok's many secrets and more are waiting to be untangled, and there's only one crew up to the job. Even Beelzebub, of Granblue Fantasy vs. Infamy, will descend to inflict cruelty anew. His power and dominion are even grander than the Ragnalia, providing yet another insurmountable challenge for the party. As for his true objectives, you'll have to sit tight to find out more.
Yeah, this game looks, this expansion looks big.
Speaking of challenges, the Crew Alliance Rafal have teamed up with the Eternals to offer Chaos Tier quests. These represent some of the most difficult missions in the game, but in turn, provide new avenues for powering and gearing up the crew to face the Ragnalian threat. Greater threats require greater firepower, namely, summons. Lyria, eager to support her allies, decides to enter the fray with her ability to call and control primal beasts. Calling summons is simple. First, obtain a summonable ally over the course of the story and then equip them. They'll materialize at your command. Once materialized, most summons can be freely controlled, but act quickly as their presence is temporary. Other allies will provide supportive boosts and beneficial stat increases. And a special few will be automatically invoked by Lyria if the party pulls off a primal burst, a new type of chain burst, making for a truly megalithic 1-2 punch to end your foes.
Yeah, this looks sick. I don't know, man. Do they have co-op and cross
Of course,
now?
Relink's beloved 4-player.
This is what I'll show you too. There's this new solo mode they're adding, and the new solo mode is basically Hades 1 and 2.
And for those who prefer to fly solo, we're introducing an all-new single-player mode.
Look at this.
Introducing the Conflux, a twisting labyrinth manifested from chaotic energy, whose abyssal depths await brave explorers. With randomly generated stages, this abyss is anything but predictable. However, intrepid pathfinders might just survive if they make use of conflux-specific buffs to bolster their surveys. The deeper the party traverses, the stronger they get, providing a fresh spin on adventure that differs from quests. Stages come in several different difficulty tiers, and by conquering them, the crew will be awarded with powerful equipment and materials which can be used to enhance and awaken new strength and weapons. Relink's playable roster sports an impressive number of characters, so navigating the dangers of the conflux just might be the ticket for players who want to build up multiple crew members.
Yeah, like that's sick, dude. And then they're adding new characters as well. But like that roguelite mode, that's what I wanted to show you guys. That looks sick, dude. That looks sick. And I'm gonna look up Crimson Desert again. 1 second, Crimson Desert. Let's see. Joe Raptor played 3 hours of Crimson Desert, the good and some bad. Yeah, let's watch that.
I've played 3 hours of Crimson Desert in total since the reveal, and I got to try some pretty cool things that I've not shared with anyone yet. Like, I was pretty surprised to see that there's a way to fully zoom in and explore the world in first person. You cannot use your weapons then, but still, it's a pretty neat feature. I also love how you can pet your horse while riding it. It will just chill out for a moment. I really hope that's possible with the other mounts, like the Raptor as well. Like, while playing this game, it becomes really clear that creativity will be rewarded. So Crimson Desert totally looks like your traditional open world experience. Very early on, we should be able to fully explore this enormous map. This is what the physical collector's edition map looks like. And during my play sessions, I could also get a grasp of the scale, and the draw distance is really impressive. And since my play session, we've seen many of the side activities we can expect. There are countless mini games, resource gathering that can help the townfolk in need. Like, there are many side quests. You can also build up your home base. Again, it's familiar stuff, but Crimson Desert seems to have a lot of it. What does set the game apart, though, from what I played, is the amount of tools it gives you to use in the sandbox, like the spider web. One thing I did during my play session is launch myself in the air with the spinning move, then use the crow wings to glide, and then shoot an enemy in the head with the bow. But you can also use it to pull yourself to a wall and start climbing, as we should be able to climb most surfaces as long as you have stamina. But you can also grab a wall and then launch yourself over it to surprise enemies with a body slam, or pull a tree back and do the same. You can use it to break your fall, grab an enemy off their mount to use it against them. Probably one of the coolest uses. So while this web is
Olive is asking, do you think MMOs are going to die off? I think most MMOs aren't going to survive, to be honest, besides like the very few. And I don't think you're going to see a lot of new ones either, to be honest with you.
Required to take out the giant stoneback crab boss by launching yourself onto her back to deal damage, it also opens up a ton of other possibilities in combat and traversal. But it gets especially crazy when you combine the different moves. I could also toy around with the magical jump that you can activate multiple times depending on your spirit to do like a triple jump and get higher up, so it's great for exploration. But also here, it has many uses in combat as well, to ignore enemy attacks and then counter them with yours, which feels very satisfying. Or you can use it in an offensive way. Your abilities change depending on the current element you have equipped. So if you use fire in combination with the jump, you blast enemies away with an explosion. Switch to ice, and then the jump freezes enemies that get hit. But I found thunder even better, as this shocks enemies, dealing damage while also stunning them. But the element you have equipped impacts way more of your abilities and also your arrows, with shock arrows being very strong as well. We know about 5 elements so far. We also see wind here, but
this is like Dragon's Dogma on crack.
And in an earlier demo I played, I could use explosive arrows that were very strong. So it does seem that next to the elemental arrows, there are other types of arrows to equip and use, including an artillery shot that drops down a barrage of arrows on the target. And these tools are on top of the depth of the regular combat. There are obviously combos that you can chain. For example, a regular heavy attack combo with the two-handed axe would send an enemy flying after 3 hits. But if you start that combo with a light attack, you can actually get an extra hit in before you send the enemy away. And all these other weapons I could try had fun combos as well. There are spears, hammers, two-handed swords, your regular shield and sword combo, and dual-wielding swords is possible too, which looked very strong in the recent gameplay. You can switch between these weapons in your weapon wheel, but what I learned is that you can also do this unique move that lets you instantly swap to a new weapon mid-combo, which was very handy and also looked very cool. A big change they made from when I first played the game to my most recent session at Gamescom is that regular attacks do not consume stamina anymore. Only special combat abilities do.
Oh,
so previously, you had to constantly micromanage your stamina as you also use it to evade enemy attacks. But now you can simply focus on regular attacks while your stamina builds up again in the background, so you can use that for other moves. And yeah, you've likely seen Cliff do some wrestling moves like the neck breaker. Now these cost stamina too. I in particular had a lot of fun with the throw, which you can use to grab and throw enemies off high places. But yeah, one big takeaway after playing is totally that stamina is going to be important. So upgrading that with the Abyss artifacts that you get from missions, from exploring the world,
just like
and from bosses will be very important. And overall, one of the most impressive things about Crimson Desert is that it all feels like the tip of the iceberg. We now also recently learned that by analyzing NPCs and enemies, you can learn their moves. So you also have to pay attention during combat to be able to steal those attacks. And then I'm still only talking about Cliff here. We learned that by following the main story, you will also get access to Damien, the fast rapier-wielding lady, who also has some sick acrobatic moves and uses a pistol.
Dude, she just did the
Azuna
drop
Uka will be unlocked as a playable character if you follow the main story. He's more of a brute with two-handed weapons and an arm cannon. I feel that only having Cliff would have already been enough to keep the combat interesting, but the developers went above and beyond and added the 2 extra playable characters.
What the hell? Yeah, I don't even know what could they even add to a game
many
like
of the side activities.
It's like an
yes, Crimson Desert looks very promising. It has all the ingredients to become a super special game, but there were still a few things I witnessed during my play sessions that could hold it back from becoming truly exceptional. Now, don't get angry. Like, I know there are some people that don't want to hear anything negative about this game, but I do think it's good to talk about these things so you can get a more realistic expectation when going into it. And it's totally possible that some of the things I mentioned here are already addressed in the final version of the game. The end of my Gamescom 2015 demo had a boss fight that was sadly not very fun because the enemy was extremely aggressive and would send me flying around the battlefield. So how the Crimson Desert boss fights often work is that the enemy is weak against some sort of move. So it can totally be that because I was thrown into this like mission that was halfway through the game that I did not know.
This isn't like a bad thing at all.
So in my experience, it was very hard to react. Now, at one point, I did figure out a sort of cheese tactic. The spin attack from the X would stun lock him in place, so I could easily take care of him. There is a mechanic where when he's down, you pick up one of these pillars and smack him to deal a ton of damage. That's a really cool mechanic.
In like
but
the
apart from that,
Magneto
the boss fight was not that great. Some small annoyances were that looting enemies has Cliff kneel down and collect the items, which just takes a lot of unnecessary time and totally takes you out of the flow of the game. So I hope we have the option to just immediately loot bodies with a simple press of the button. Large-scale fights where you are battling alongside an army can also get confusing, especially when it's yellow soldiers fighting brown-red soldiers. Enemies had no health bar or red marker above them, so sometimes it was hard to know which enemy you had to attack and who was on your side. You might have also heard about the controls. Again, there are many possibilities in this game, but that did mean that the controller mapping would be very overwhelming. Now, this is something that should have already been addressed since that August play session I attended, with potential ways to remap controls as well. So we should hear more about that very soon.
So
and we also
those are
learned
the
that you'll
only
be able to
negatives,
turn
that's
off
like
those
nothing.
particle effects, which especially during boss fights could be all over the place. Now, a fun fact about this boss fight is that you can reach the arena by just going through the front door, or you can shoot the window and then climb up and drop down that way, and yeah, start to fight that way. Again, I think this game will be very special because of the amount of freedom we have. And I have a feeling that the developers will be very reactive. So if we have a lot of like feedback after playing the game for ourselves, I would not be surprised if they address those things very quickly. I'm, by the way, doing a giveaway for the deluxe edition of the game. You can enter via the link in the pinned comment. And I can now convert.
Dude, that game looks nuts. I'm gonna like the video. That game looks nuts, dude. I actually can't wait for that. That looks so sick. Like, genuinely. That looks so great. I can't wait for this game to come out. March 19th. The Ex Voto games March 13th, I think it was. And then we have Requiem, which is February 27th, I think. When does Requiem come out? Let me see. Resi 9 release. I'm pretty sure it's the 27th, right? 27. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Isn't that's this Thursday, isn't it? Is that this Thursday? Let me check. God damn it, my phone. 27. My God. Friday's the 27th. Okay, so it'll come out for me Thursday, the day before Thursday at 10 p.m. So probably what I'm going to do for Resident Evil, when this game drops, I can come on whatever Stream Labs, whatever I'm using, come on, and then we can play Requiem for probably like 3-4 hours when it first releases. Go to bed, wake up, release a video, make a video, write a video, come back, and then play Requiem again for like, I don't know, like 5-6 hours, something insane like that. And then I'll just do that every single day. Ooh, keep yelling. Sorry. I'm tired. And then I'll beat the game that way. Oh yeah, Marathon. When the hell's Marathon come out? Marathon game release day. When does that come out? March 5th. Oh, Jesus, dude. So we got Resi Requiem, Marathon, then we have Ex Voto, and then we have Crimson Desert. What else is coming out in March? Let me look this up. March 2026 game. Oh my, what did I do here? March 2026 game releases. Okay, let's go on GameSpot. Let's double check this shit. Let's see what's coming out. I don't even know. Okay, so we're pretty much done February. Let's just double check. It's February. What day is today? 22? 24. Okay, so we are here. Tides of Tomorrow, Tales of Berseria Remastered. Ooh, I have to get that. Resident Evil Requiem. Okay, so there we go. All right, March. Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered. Scott Pilgrim EX. Okay. Marathons. There's one. Never Grace. I don't know what that is. Planet of Lana. I don't know what that is either. Pokemon Pokopia. I don't know. Slay the Spire 2. Heart of the Machine. Okay. Over the Tusk Ex Votos. That's the 12th. Monster Hunter 3. I have to buy this, even though I haven't been the second one. You have to be the second game and then play this. Crimson Desert. March 19th. Death Stranding 2 comes tomorrow to PC. Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered. Also March 19th, that is. Mouse PI for Hire. That got delayed. This is an updated for that. This got delayed till April, by the way. Let's see what else we got. Life is Strange. I don't care. Okay, April. What's in April? April has Pragmata, I guess. It's like the only one. The rest of these games, I don't even know what the hell these are. Pragmata, I don't care about Diablo personally. Invincible Versus, I'm kind of like whatever for. Soros, I'm kind of like as well. I don't really care either. May, Lego Batman, that's going to be absolute peak, but that's at the end of the month. And then 007 First Lights, May 27th. And the rest of these are like whatever. June, Gothic 1 Remake. I heard they ruined the women in that game or something. Is that true? Someone let me know. I'm pretty sure they did. Then Granblue Fantasy Relink, Endless Man Rocks in July. And then after that, it's kind of like, it doesn't matter because like the release dates are all like, like nebulous. Who knows what's going to happen? So anyway, March has quite a few games, man. Marathon. Yeah, Marathon, Monster Hunter 3 for me. And Crimson Desert. Dynasty Warriors 3. God damn, dude. There's not enough time in the day to play all these games. You know what I mean? Like I do YouTube for a living. I don't even have the time in the day to play everything. How the hell is anyone supposed to play all these games? Literally, how are you supposed to play all these games? It's impossible. Gloom says Marathon looks generic. I mean, I think it looks like for me covering marathons more like for the channel, to be honest, more than anything. It's not really like I'm like personally excited for it because it's another, let me should look up Marathon. It's another live service game, right? So like it's kind of like whatever. Here, 1 second. Marathon trailer 2026. Of course, we don't want the old trailers. 12 days ago. I guess that one.
Good morning, you cat.
This while we're watching this. Like, it looks okay. I mean, here's the thing about Bungie, right? Bungie's gameplay is fun. The worlds always look nice. Their problem is usually they kind of don't know how to make the chase kind of worth it, if that makes sense. And their other problem is that they have some annoying. They just keep yawning. I'm so sorry. They have a bunch of. They have some developers that are kind of annoying on social media too, but also they're really heavy about the politics, gender nonsense slop.
This is General Dan Green of the new Cascadia colony on Tau City 4. Whoever's listening, whatever's out there, we need anything. Weapons, supplies, a way out, a way back. Mayday. This is Dan Green. Tau City. I feel like I'm praying. We've had to do things to survive. Things I never would have. We're monsters. We're all monsters.
The thing is that, like, if people that play Arc Raiders and stuff are going to love this game, probably. I don't know if it's going to be enough to keep them away, but, like, you know what I mean? I think at the very least, I wouldn't personally say Marathon's going to fail myself. I think it's too early to say that. I think that it's going to have a strong...
Mayday! 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 Mayday!
Yeah, I have a feeling Marathon's going to have a really strong opening when it comes out. Like, a lot of people are going to play it. Open preview weekend, May 6th. Oh, okay. So in 2 days, everybody gets to try it. Is that what that means? Interesting. Guess we might have to try that out and see what it's like. But, like, honestly, I think Marathon, if I had to guess, it's probably, I'm going to go with at least 100,000 on Steam within the first day, at least. I would not be surprised if it hits more. Now, will it keep those players? I don't know. But I don't think I would be right to say, oh, this game's going to die the day it comes out. I don't think that at all. No, I don't think this will be like High Guard in that sense, because this is still a pretty, what's this, run clips? Like, it's still Bungie, and Bungie still has you can think what you want about Bungie, but, like, they do have a pretty loyal player base. So I think people will show up for it. But again, keep yelling. I don't know if it'll, like, survive the long term. I don't know. But, like, the fact with this game is that this has to be, like, the best game ever made if it wants to survive. Like, honestly, I don't know if it'll be able to do that. I think for me, probably the thing I don't like the most about Marathon so far is its UI. That's, like, look at that. See how that, like, yellow shit shows up on the screen saying, like, chem grenade, acid, whatever. Like, that's just there to, like, I understand it. It's there to tell you what the item does, but you're, like, in the middle of, like, live combat, and that takes your eyes away from, like, what you're shooting at. Does that make sense? And then there's just a lot. There's just a lot going on. Again, so you look. These visors, okay, that has to be just added to the video, right? That can't be actually in the game. If that's actually in the game, that's very bizarre. But if that's just added to the video as, like, flavor text for us watching it, then that's, like, not that bad. See, no self-revise for you. Does that actually show up, or is that just, like, a video thing? Let me see. What Gloom saying here. Do you just think because it's Bungie that people will flock from Destiny, even though how badly they have been treated? That's the thing, right? It's like Bungie doesn't have a very good reputation anymore, unfortunately. They've been, like, pretty cooked for a long time. I stopped playing Destiny after Final Shape. Like, I beat Final Shape's story, beat the whatever what was it called? The Witness. I beat the Witness, and then I was just kind of like, whatever. It's kind of like, I don't really want to go back to this. And I haven't played anything after that. Like, I don't know the story about Destiny now. There was that thing that came out that everybody hated. There was that one expansion I don't remember the name of it, dude. But like, yeah, this is like, I would understand why people would want to give this a chance at least, because one, it's not full price. Two, it is Bungie, so Bungie fans are going to check it out because they will. But the thing is that if my fear is that if this game fails, that Bungie as a totality is cooked. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're absolutely cooked. Like, I don't even see Destiny surviving if this game fails. But again, I think this game is going to get the Arc Raider player base to try it out as well, because just looking at that UI there, like, look at that UI. That's like Arc Raiders to people when they play that. They see the colors, they see the way that it's like designed. So that makes sense to me. Edge of Fate, that's what it's called. Yeah, Dark Watcher, Edge of Fate, that's what it's called. Yeah, that one's kind of like whatever. Like, I don't really care about that game. Yeah. Gambit saying this is their last chance. Absolutely, yeah, I agree. 100%. This is their last chance. 100%. Astral Chain, that's a great game on Switch, by the way. Got to go first time watching a live. Great stream. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Have a great night. It's all good. Thank you very much for being here. Initial Power D said Sony wasted that $3 billion buying them. Yeah, that's very true. Like, let's listen to the sound design. Now is good. Like, listen, right? Like, I hear the rain.
I'm done.
The glass sounded good when it crashed. Sounds good. But again, is it enough? And again, we need to realize, right? Like, literally what I just showed you guys. How many games are coming out in March? You know what I mean? There's a shit ton of games coming out. Like, obviously, Resident Evil's not going to be in the equation because Resident Evil has its own dedicated fan base. So, like, you'll have, like, Marathon, you'll have, like, Arc Raiders doing it. You're going to have Crimson Desert with different players with everybody. It's going to be a big game, too, obviously. And that's not even considering, like, whatever new expansions and shit come out for, I think, season for, like, you know, Marvel Rival stuff and, like, Fortnite and Overwatch, God knows what else. So, like, this game needs to come out and be, like, the best thing ever made. If they want, like, that enemy there, to me, that looks like a ball. You know what I mean? It looks like a ball. Roderick says, thanks for stream. Good night. Have a good sleep. Good dreams. Do well. Thanks for being here. Well, let me turn on the volume of the here we go. There we go. Sorry about that again, please. Sorry about that. No. It doesn't look bad, you know. I think one of the saving graces of this game. Oh boy, one of the saving graces of this game is that it has PvE elements, right? And that's the smart thing about at least what they're doing here is that they're kind of going down the Arc Raiders path, if you will, right? Like, Arc Raiders, would it be as fun if it was just PvP? For me personally, no. The fact that it has PvE is a big reason why a lot of people play that game. And I think with a game like this is that, yeah, obviously, yes, you know, the PvP is going to matter to a certain degree. It always does. But, like, the real reason why anyone's going to be playing this game is for the PvE, like single player players especially, right? So, yeah. Okay, enjoy. You got it. Enjoy the rest limit. That actually might be in the game then when that font comes up. But that's true. That's going to be kind of weird. All right. No need to apologize. I actually wanted to hear your opinion. I trust more than IGN. Thank you. Yeah, IGN is cooked these days, man. They've been cooked for a long time. Looks like garbage Apex. I mean, like, you're not wrong. Again, I'm not like crazy about Marathon. I don't think it's gonna be the best thing ever made or anything like that, but like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Tatsuya says it looks like they're fighting with Nerf guns. You're right, and it does. My problem is like how sanitized everything looks. Am I wrong in that? Like, the world itself looks very sanitized and clean. Like, you just take like a random shot of the game, like here, like this just looks. This doesn't look like a real world. This looks like a digital. Like, this looks kind of like somewhere parents would take their kids to jump on bouncy castles with like the colors and everything. It just looks very bizarre, but like, I don't know, whatever. Maybe there'll be some like lore implications or like, oh, it wasn't a real world after all, or whatever. I have no idea, but you know, it is what it is. Not crazy about it personally, but like, it is what it is. Is there any other games I have to look up to? We're currently 2 hours into the stream. I'll go for a bit longer, but like, is they look like a VR game and a VR game? I mean, it kind of looks like a VR game. You're not wrong. Is there any other games we should look into before I end the stream in a bit, or like, what should we do? We looked at Crimson Desert. We looked at the Xbox drama. We looked at Marathon, Granblue Fantasy Relink. I just keep yawning. I'm sorry. I guess I'm just tired. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm going to here. Okay. Whoa. What the hell did I just do? That was weird. Sorry about that. That was weird. Yeah. The hell's this? Project Windless. Oh, that's that game with the chicken. Isn't it? Montreal, Canada.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Crafton Montreal. Today we're very excited to finally share a first look at the game we've been working on.
1 second, let me answer the super chat first. One sec. Dark Watcher 98 for 10. I played Destiny from the very beginning, those ups and downs, the sequel and expansion. I was drawn to Destiny because of the world and lore, and I'm just tired. I agree. My big problem is that like the community managers at Destiny are absolute pricks. And I just like don't know. So I just don't even want to talk to those people. And the developers are like very obviously, they don't seem like they're very nice people. They seem very mean-spirited. And it kind of makes you not want to like support their games because like they don't seem like good people. I guess is a good way of putting it. Not all of them, of course, just some of them. So that's kind of my problem. And then Destiny in general, I'm just kind of bored of it. Yeah, I'm just kind of bored of it. So I'm kind of good. The only way I would ever play Destiny again is if they made a Destiny 3. But just call it Destiny. Don't even call it Destiny 3. Just call it Destiny. Yeah. But thank you so much, Dark Watcher, for the 10 there. You're tired. I've been driving and working for the past 9 hours in this New York City snowstorm nonsense. No, thank you. I hate traffic. I hate traffic so much.
Project Windless. We started this journey a few years ago with one clear ambition: to create an open-world action RPG that feels unique through its world, its hero, and the challenges it presents to the player. In Project Windless, you're not just following a story. You're carving your own legend.
Project Windless is rooted in the Korean epic The Bird That Drinks Tears, an epic often called the Korean Lord of the Rings, and rightfully so, with its deep lore, cultures, and races, and thousands of years of history. But we're not adapting the novels directly. We're going back 1,500 years before the events of the books to tell the origin story of the Hero King, the one who founded one of the most important kingdoms in the books, the Arajit Kingdom. This approach gives us the creative freedom to forge our own narrative while honoring the soul of this incredible universe with 4 distinct races with their own rich culture and strengths and tragic flaws. Like the Tokabi, tricksters with supernatural fire and magic who laugh in the face of death because they transcend it. The humans, strategic, social, ambitious, always struggling to shift the balance of power in their favor. The Naga, ruthless, brilliant, cold-blooded, with a desire to dominate over the world. And then we have the Reckon, fierce, nomadic warriors who live for a single purpose, a life wish. Warriors with incredible speed and strength, and who can endure what would break lesser beings. It's the collision of these cultures, their conflicts, alliances, and betrayals that makes this world so compelling.
What the hell? This game's like co-developed?
이 독창적인 세계관을
Yeah, it is.
믿을 만하고 몰입감 있게 구현하는데 모든 열정을 쏟고 있습니다. 우리의 목표는 명확합니다.
What?
기존 판타지의 틀을 깨고 상상 그 이상의 새로운 감각을 선사하는 것입니다. 프로젝트 윈들리스는 한국적 뿌리를 둔 동아시아 판타지를 바탕으로 시작했지만 우리는 이를 글로벌 판타지 문법과 새로운 방식으로 조합하여 익숙함 속에서도 극도의 신선함을 찾아냈습니다. 원작에 대한 고증과 창의적 해석이 담긴 독특한 생태계. 구름 위를 떠다니는 거대한 하늘지처럼 낯설고도
now I'm excited about this game. Now that I know like what it's
기존
about,
판타지와는
that's really cool.
확실히 다른 특별한 여정이 될 거라고 생각합니다.
One of the core philosophies for us is freedom. We're not trying to hold your hand or tell you what to do next. Instead, we want you to shape your own journey in an organic way by exploring, forging alliances, or just getting lost in the world. Almost every content is optional. The game is about giving you that agency and rewarding your curiosity. Playing as a Reckon, a massive humanoid bird warrior, is a unique experience that defines our gameplay vision. Reckons are nomadic fighters known for their immense strength and exceptional resilience, standing far above most enemies they encounter. These defining traits shape our approach to combat, driving the creation of a system that is brutal, visceral, and designed to make players truly feel the raw, overwhelming power of a Reckon in every fight. In Project Windless, you're often thrown in the middle of chaos, facing dozens, sometimes hundreds of enemies.
Yeah, and then it just turns into like Dynasty Warriors.
Combat is built around mastery through adaptation. Whether you're dealing with swarm of foes or towering creatures, every encounter challenges you to read the battlefield, adjust your approach, and react in the moment. To make that fantasy real,
I mean, I don't think it looks bad, man. I think it's pretty fun.
That's where our mass entity AI comes in. It let us simulate hundreds, even thousands of characters in real time, turning every fight into a true spectacle. These are smart, reactive crowds that make combat unpredictable, challenging, and alive.
Project Windless is about the rise of a legend. In a world torn...
I see people in the comments saying you're playing a giant chicken. Like they just explained it. Like you're basically like if Black Myth Wukong was like the Chinese, Journey to the West made into a Souls-like, this is like the Korean equivalent of like their mythology that they have in their country made into like an open world action RPG, but it's a prequel game that's like original, I guess. That's a prequel to that Korean mythology. So this character we're playing as in this game, just look at him sort of like Sun Wukong from Black Myth Wukong, but like Korean version. So he's a giant chicken, I guess. That's what he is. I don't know. So that's what it is. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah. This is some great. Yeah. Yeah. KFC Revenge, Journey to KFC, Cock of War. I kind of like Kentucky May Cry or Kentucky May Fry or Bawk of War, like BAWK, Bawk of War. Big White Cock. I mean, technically that does translate here. That does make sense. Technically, the main character you play is a big white cock. You are right.
By war, players form alliances, lead armies,
I think
leave
it's
a
cool.
lasting
I don't
mark
know.
on history. Building a game in such a rich and distinctive fantasy world is an incredible opportunity for our team, and we're very excited to continue sharing.
The Nagas look cool. Those are like snake people.
Thank you for watching.
I mean, you're not wrong, but that wouldn't be as fun if we played as an egg. It'd be more fun if we played as a big chicken. I think that looks pretty cool, actually. I'm not gonna like front with you. It looks pretty cool. I just want to look up before I go this Dynasty Warriors 3 remastered gameplay. I want to see what that's all about real quickly. Remastered announcement. Let me just see. I want to see the actual gameplay. Here we go. Oh yeah, this looks sweet. Yeah. Okay. I just love how it's just like in China and they're just playing like electric guitar for no reason. Have you heard of Wild Blue Skies? Maybe the same program behind Star Fox. Wild Blue Skies. Let's look it up. I don't even know what that is. Wild Blue Skies. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're not kidding. It literally is Star Fox. Yeah, you're not.
See past my nose.
Yeah, I did want to talk about Sh0eOnHead. I wanted to watch her newest video. Here, let's watch Sh0eOnHead's newest video. This is literally Star Fox. Okay, Sh0eOnHead. wanted to watch this.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of What the Hell is Going On with your host, Ugly Belle Delphine. Now, before you ask, yes, there is an Epstein Files video coming out. I feel like everyone has like streamer brain nowadays, and like every fucking video has to be breaking news in order to get the most views. But I am taking my time with it. I'm sure you understand there is a lot happening.
You know, with this anti-Semitic culture right now,
Oh, yeah, this.
yes, a resolution condemning.
Oh,
is
really?
Jewish. I want to be clear.
Do you want to go there, Attorney General? Do you want to go there? Are you serious?
Gentlemen,
Talking about anti-Semitism.
I'm tired of these China slop games. Well, it's Korean. It's not Chinese. But
Your country, sir. Anyway, let's just forget about
I think
these
it looks great.
satanic billionaire pedophiles running the world, and let's talk
Personally.
about some internet drama, shall we?
Thank you,
Because
Nico
that
Poha.
is what's
Thank you.
really important. For a little over a decade now, the most inane things can get you called a racist or a Nazi on the internet, to the point where these words hold little to no meaning anymore. It's so bad that when someone is called a racist or a Nazi online, I'm immediately like, oh, what funny joke did they tell? But ladies and gentlemen, we have a
God, Sh0eOnHead is just does something to me, man. Just does something to me. I can't explain it.
officially come to the point where not saying anything also makes you a racist Nazi. For the few of you watching this channel who are employed, there's a very popular Twitch streamer named Emaru. She's a cosplayer and just kind of a fun, chill, normie video game streamer. Well, the other day, someone in her chat asked her opinion about ice, and this is what she had to say.
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get people wanting big content creators to like say their opinions on like important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
In a world where it seems like
She's 100% right, by the way. I agree with Emery said there. 100% right. I don't think you should care at all what, like, if you're a streamer, you don't need to get into that politics stuff at all. It's dumb.
like every single celebrity is just screaming their political takes completely unprompted. This was a refreshing thing to hear. Seems like a pretty sane, rational, inoffensive thing to say, right? Wrong. This short little clip where she ironically tried to avoid controversy ended up being one of the most controversial dramas this year. I feel like decades worth of news has happened in the past like 2 months, don't you? Every day there's like a breaking story of the most insane shit you've ever heard in your life, and everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion on every single breaking story. There's pressure to react, to pick a side, to condemn, to defend. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, we're usually not seeing the full picture. And that's why
She's right, by the way. I agree. I think personally the whole politics stuff in the world is annoying as hell on every side. I think it's all annoying. I think everyone's brain rotted by this stuff, and everyone can't get past it anymore. You know what I mean? It drives me nuts on every side.
for years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News. So let's quickly give them
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm in a stream, so I can't play a.
Let's get back to the video.
Oh, dude, she's blonde hair.
In this video, we are going
God
to talk
damn
about
it.
the drama surrounding Emaru, the
Fine.
people trying to cancel her, the mistake the left is making by embracing cancel culture again. We're gonna read some insane, hilarious tweets, of course, and then we will talk about my personal experience with these people. And what do I mean by these people? I mean the
insane
cult
people.
of the cry bullies.
Yeah, the insane people.
I'm sorry if I sound even more like a prepubescent boy in this video. I am a little bit sick, but I am here, slaving over a hot laptop for you. If you guys saw my last video, you know I am quite critical of ICE. I don't think we should abolish them, of course, but I think it is good and healthy to criticize your government. I am a political culture war commentator. I talk about political topics often. People come to me to hear my political opinions. But not everybody wants to be a political YouTuber or streamer.
Yeah,
and not
me
everybody
neither.
wants to listen to a political YouTuber or streamer. Sometimes we just want to have fun and talk about other things. There are lots of other things to talk about. Sometimes we want to look at funny memes or watch funny videos without having politics shoved down our throat. So a lot of people thought it was really
Yeah, whatever guy got to marry her, lucky bastard. That's all I'm going to say.
refreshing when a cosplay streamer was basically like, I don't want to talk about politics. Why are you coming to me for politics? It was a perfectly sane, rational opinion. So of course, like half the internet had a problem with it. It's just not that hard to say f ice. It's really not that hard to say f ice, to be honest. It's so
this
hard
shit is
to
so
just say
annoying,
f
bro,
ice.
on every
It's really not
side.
hard to say f ice. Jesus Christ, how hard is
This
it
shit
to
is
just
so
say
annoying.
f ice? How hard is it to just say f ice? How hard is it to just say f ice and move on? Oh my god. Just say f ice. It's not hard. Is it so hard to just say the line? Say the line. Say it. Jesus Christ, like at this point, even if Emerald
exactly,
did
yeah.
want to like abolish ice, even if she really did think f ice, she shouldn't say it. Like I wouldn't say it at this point because this is just like, this is creepy. This is like a horde of zombies chasing after you. Hey, it's actually super easy to
Oop, I'm in the
stream
way.
and have opinions. I'll show you. F ICE, f Donald Trump and everyone in his administration, f Elon Musk, free Palestine, US is on stolen land built by stolen
Bro,
people.
like the people that speak like this guy here, this shit here, when you have like you can tell this guy has a gun pointed at his head. Like these are the kind of people that they have no unique ideas in their brain. You know what I mean? And like, and the reason why I wanted to watch this is because this doesn't even just apply to like the political side of YouTube. This has infected literally everything, like gaming, movies, like TV, comic books. It doesn't matter. Like it's literally everywhere. You know what I mean? Even when I see game developers saying shit like this, and I'm just like, bro, if you hate this stuff so much, like first off, why live in America? Just leave. You know what I mean? Just leave. Why are you there then? If all this shit annoys you so much, just leave and go somewhere else then. But they never do. And they'll always say like, oh, we should let these people in, whatever. And you always say, okay, then let them into your house. Let them live in your spare bedroom, whatever. They never do. Everything's so performative. It's in everything. It's sickening. And like, I just hate all of it. And honestly, like the more the political stuff keeps going, I don't find myself really aligning which way at all now. I feel like I'm like homeless somewhat. You know what I mean? Because all of this shit is so stupid. So when I see someone speaking like this, US is on stolen land, like my brother in Christ, the people that were here before the Europeans came, like they were warring amongst themselves for the same land. Like massacres and all that shit happened long before the white man came. You know what I mean? It's so performative. It's so dumb. All of it. Abortion is healthcare. Luigi did nothing wrong. Like bro, all this shit's like these people, like this is the most NPC take you can possibly have in this world right now. I know, let's keep going.
Luigi did nothing wrong.
Jesus
Abortion is
Christ.
healthcare. Leave trans people the f alone. These people literally just speak in bumper stickers, dude. Just like copy pasting the
Exactly,
internet
that's what it
leftist
is, yeah.
starter pack. What the hell am I looking at? I hate the Reddit ass. Hey, it's super easy. It's crazy. Like 1,000 years ago, this dude's ancestors were hunting mammoths, and now he's on here like, men should not be speaking like this. I'm sorry.
I agree.
We need another war. The post that really seemed to
I
kick this
agree.
all off
Not
was made
another
by
war.
Denims, the self-described largest
Oh, this
female
chick's annoying
political
too.
streamer. Only because I don't stream Denims. Only because I don't stream. Anyway, I don't have any like personal beef with Denims. This isn't like an own Denims video. We used to be kind of cool years ago, but she apparently has some opinions on Emaru, so let's hear her out. Never thought I'd see the day we'd be fence-sitting the modern Gestapo. First of all, she's not fence-sitting. She's just choosing.
This is what I'm saying. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. When they say the whole, like, it's that stupid saying, right? Of like, silence is compliance, but it really isn't. Like, not everyone needs to have an opinion on everything. You know what I mean? It's like you asking me about like a car video game. I don't play racing games, right? It's not that I hate them. It's just that I just don't play them. So like, when you ask me like, how's this racing game? I would say I don't have an opinion on it. And it's okay to say that I don't have an opinion on something like anyone else in this world. It's totally fine to do that. And that's exactly what this Emaru chick did. This Emaru chick was like, I don't have an opinion. And this other chick, Denim, is like, no, you have to have an opinion. No, you don't. You really don't need it. Plus, Emaru's bigger than that Denim's chick anyway, so obviously she doesn't need the opinion. She's getting more viewers. But anyway, whatever.
Not to talk about politics. Like, in order to fence it, you
So,
actually
dude,
have to say something.
I don't hate racing
She
games.
didn't
It's just not for
She
me.
didn't even say anything. Like, how do you even know what her opinion is? Second of all, modern Gestapo. Why is everything the fucking Holocaust? It's totally normal.
Because
to
that's the only way they
criticize
can
ICE.
equate
It's
things.
totally understandable to have issues with the things they are doing. But modern Gestapo? Don't you guys get tired of this shit? Like, don't you guys get tired of saying, like, isn't this exhausting after a while? Everything is Nazis, everything is the Holocaust, everyone is Hitler. It's like nothing else bad ever happened in history. Like, what did they used to compare bad things to before World War II? Oh my god, you're literally Napoleon. Also, I love this. Racist chud. Like, where did the racism
That's a symbol of honor to be called that.
from? Listen, I don't get on camera and start talking about cars or math or taxes or investing or going outside or the plenty of other things I don't know about. I sit here and talk about the gender war and the culture war because I'm good at those things and that's what people watch me for. That is my lane and I stay in it. Emeru likes what she's doing. Her audience likes what she's doing. There are plenty of other channels that will regurgitate your political takes back to you.
Literally what I just
turn on
said.
the TV. Turn on CNN. Most people, most normal people, are sick and tired of celebrities just like spewing their political takes completely unprompted.
I agree.
don't care what Glub Sh0eO thinks of politics, okay? Why does Glub Sh0eO have to get on stage and start talking about how we're on stolen land or some shit? Why do you need your political opinions thrown up into your mouth by a celebrity like a fucking baby bird?
I agree, 100%.
Like, do you really want Sydney Sweeney throwing up in your mouth? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Please don't answer that.
The answer
She's
to that
right
is
when she
yes.
says most streamers are not qualified to talk about politics. Okay, here's the thing, dude. You actually don't have to be qualified to talk about politics to say ICE. It's not that hard of a concept.
You actually don't have to know what you're talking about in order to just say the line. What? You should look into a topic, do your own research, come to your own conclusion, and form your own opinion on the topic. You should not just blindly, mindlessly say the line.
You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content. And even she's capable of saying ICE. What about Cinna? You don't have to be a political creator.
Because they have to say it, because otherwise, if they don't, you won't be friends with them. You psychopath.
Recognize that it's not hard.
That's literally what it is.
ICE.
You don't have to be a political content creator to say the line. All your other friends are saying the line, Emeru. Why aren't you saying the line, Emeru?
ICE. Okay, but unironically though, them. Straight up. Hey, them. Yeah, it's them, don't care. And if you don't like that I say that, it's you too. You know what I mean? It's really that easy for me, I'm telling you right now.
There's Emeru's roommate saying the line. Aren't we all proud of her? By the way, where are all her friends during all of this? Where are all her morally righteous, good guy, big streamer friends while this is all going down? While she's being dragged by half of the internet for doing absolutely nothing wrong. This girl who literally just came out of an allegedly abusive relationship. This girl who literally just got assaulted, grabbed by some freak at a convention. Now this girl is going through all of this. I guess it's fine to be silent when your friend is getting dragged by half of the internet, but don't you dare stay silent about current thing. I don't even know this woman and I'm sticking my neck out for her because it pisses me off seeing this kind of shit happen to people who absolutely do not deserve it.
If you're above the age of 18, you should care about politics in your fucking country. You don't get to be like, well, I don't agree with this whole taxes thing, so I'm just not gonna pay for it. You can't say like, well, I'm just not going to care about all this politics stuff.
When someone doesn't have an opinion on a political topic, people like you might get a little mad.
So cringe,
when someone
bro.
doesn't pay their taxes, the government comes and arrests them. Okay, so that's the difference between those things.
There's this weird idea in America, especially, where like you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics.
There's nothing wrong with that.
What?
There's nothing wrong with that. There's literally nothing wrong with that. If you don't care about it, I think that's totally valid to be that way.
Many people, most people, do not care that much about politics. I know to you and me that's like mind-blowing, that's like unfathomable because our whole life is politics, our job is politics, like I get it.
I think it's
but most
stupid.
people's lives do not revolve around politics. They do other things other than fight with strangers online. Crazy, I know. But man, do I envy them. I was so much happier before I knew. Sadly, it is getting harder and harder for the average person to not care about politics because politics is seeping into literally everything. Politics will be bending you over and spreading your cheeks and going in dry whether you want it or not. And unfortunately, the people who are like, I just want to be left alone, are the people who are the most fucked by politics. Also, more importantly, Emeru wasn't saying that she doesn't care about politics. She was saying she didn't want to talk about politics. I feel like that is a huge difference. I care a lot about like skincare, but I don't get on here and talk about like peptides and collagen to my audience.
I just think
because
all
they
of it's
don't give a
dog
They're here
water,
to
dude.
watch me say feminism is doo-doo and make silly little faces at the camera. Yeah, you like that shit? I hate when grown women don't have a mind of their own. You are 28 years old. Please develop a mind of your own. All she does is pander to anime gooner men. No mind of her own. I never liked Emeru, so finding out she's stupid and doesn't have a mind of her own is nice. The audacity! If she didn't have a mind of her own, she would have mindlessly parroted the shit you want her to
Exactly.
say. She would have mindlessly just been like,
Exactly.
Ice. If Emeru came out and was like, actually, I think Ice is doing a fine job, do you think they'd be like, ah, yes, she has a mind of her own? No, absolutely not. They are not angry that she doesn't have an opinion.
They would
are
want to
angry
basically
that
kill her if
doesn't
she
have
said that, dude.
Their opinion. The absolute audacity to say that this woman doesn't have a mind of her own while thousands of you people swarm her like drones, barking orders at her to say the line. You guys literally operate like the fucking Borg. So what I'm gathering is that Emeru is a grown woman who acts like a frail, silly little girl to entertain fat, dirty, incel, Asian fetisher weirdos, and is okay with that, but draws the line at saying Ice is bad. Emeru and Asmon's audience are the same. Incels love Emeru because she confirms the image of the anime bimbo stereotype that incels worship. She definitely cultivated an audience who, in the end of
People are
all
stupid,
things, are
bro.
reactionary. She appeals
Actually
to violent
stupid.
racists who fetishize Asian women. What the is this Asian fetish thing? Are they just saying this because she's fucking Asian? Like, I'm trying
Yes.
to find a clip of Emeru saying sucky sucky $5 or something, but it doesn't exist. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's not a coincidence that she answered the question this way, and that her fan base consists heavily on Asian fetishes. I don't know where this is coming from. And this woman, the woman saying this is literally an OnlyFans, like an Asian OnlyFans model. Like, I'm sorry, are you really the person to be talking about fetishization here? The most insane part of all of this had to be
Your
when her
entire brand
ex-boyfriend, her
is banked on
allegedly
fetishization.
abusive ex-boyfriend posted his own Ice in the
Goddamn,
middle
dude.
of his ex-girlfriend being canceled for not saying that. Like, how fucking petty do you have to be to subtweet your ex like that? Another character involved in all this is former booby streamer Caseytron.
It reminds me of whenever Amaranth started wearing a cowboy hat, because that's whenever she started going like full Nazi, basically. She started wearing the cowboy hat. It's like whenever these Texas girls in like these Austin, Texas.
What the
streamer
hell is
circles
that
start
thing on
wearing
screen?
cowboy
What the hell is that? Who is this person?
hats. That's whenever you got to watch out.
A woman in
Looks like
Texas
she's melting.
wearing a cowboy hat. Lord, take me out. Take me out back behind the shed. Put me out of my misery if I ever become this politically brain rotted. Holy shit.
Like, you know that she probably has like weird incels donating her hundreds of dollars. It's because, like, in my opinion, like, it's all a facade to appeal to the worst type of men. Because like
What?
really misogynistic, shitty incel like men, they like a woman that doesn't have any opinions. I think that she also plays into how a lot of incels will fetishize Asian women. Her whole platform is just like appealing to like the worst fucking men. She's like basically like she's like a pick-me for like incel freaks.
So this fucking pick-me, dude. It's gonna be the death of me. Before making this video, I watched a bunch of Emeru stuff, and I saw no signs of like pick-me behavior at all. At least with some streamers or some YouTubers. People could be like, oh, they criticize women, so they're trying to be
dude,
like,
like-
one of the good ones, and they're a pick-me. Like, okay, sure, like, that's retarded. We all know that's retarded. But at least I can like kind of see how is Emeru a pick-me? She doesn't even do that shit. Like, where is the pick-me thing coming from? No, really though.
I
What
hate the
makes
fact that
her
you have to
pick-me
censor all the swear
and not
words.
the
It's so
booby
stupid.
streamer or OnlyFans models calling her a pick-me? You are literally selling your body for men to consume. If men do not pick pictures of your ass, you can't pay rent. There's no bigger pick-me on earth than a fucking porn star.
Thanks, Daniel. Have a
And
nice
me.
sleep.
I don't care about being called a pick-me. I've been doing this for over a decade now. I'm used to it. I've been called it thousands of times. I'm a 35-year-old married mother. I do not give a shit. I do care, however, when other women are
MILF is
called
what she is,
pick-me
dude.
for the crime of not following a hive mind. I see it so
Absolute
often in
MILF.
like the VTuber community. Like all these
Ignore what I just
VTuber
said, by the way.
anime women will be called pick-me's
I did
for just
not say that
saying
out
their
loud.
opinions. You have to understand, like, to these
not say
people,
that.
whenever a woman has like an opinion that is not like the corporate HR approved opinion of the week, whenever a woman doesn't toe the line of the current thing, in this case, whenever a woman doesn't say anything, she's called a pick-me. You know, she just must have these opinions for men. No other reason. Every woman is secretly a big progressive feminist. And if they're not, they're just doing it for male attention. Because
Exactly.
I'm sure someone who looks like this is really starving for male attention.
And then in my opinion, it's like she's
Oh,
not
brother,
entertaining
ew.
whatsoever.
Brother, ew. What is
She's
this?
Like,
What is
I
this?
would literally
Brother,
rather
ew.
watch paint dry.
So true, because you know what is far more entertaining
God it's better
than
now.
a cute, high-energy cosplay streamer reacting to memes? This is way more entertaining.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't agree, you're just like an incel. Okay, bitch. Eventually, after a few days of being dogpiled by the most
Bro, what I
annoying
don't know who
people
this
on
Casey Tron
Earth,
person is. but
Emeru came
gross.
out with a statement.
Hello, it's very rare I will speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts out there, so apologies if this is long. There's a clip from my stream that's been circulating a lot, so I'd like to explain it for anyone who was hurt or shocked by it.
The
It should
ghoul?
go without
That's what you
saying that
called?
no
Yeah.
one deserves to live their life in fear of being
I don't know
killed or
what the hell
taken
that is.
away from their homes or families, regardless of who is doing it, but especially not because of ICE or any other government agency. I understand the world is a very cruel and messed up place. You don't have to study politics or actively read the news to know that. I would never want to invalidate anyone who struggles with those things. And an agency causing fear and suffering deserves zero support. To me, that's not even political. It's basic human empathy.
Now, I thought that statement was perfectly fine. My issue with it is she didn't have to make it. She was basically forced to come out and say her opinion. So did these freaks finally back off once Emeru made her opinion about ICE?
Of course not.
clear?
They're all psychopaths.
No, of course not.
They're all
Nazi
psychopaths.
response. TLDR, go f yourself and your PR apology. And there it is. Of fucking course she's another
Okay,
dumb
by the way,
girl.
as someone that does YouTube, by the way, just to let you know, the fact that Sh0eOnHead is allowing words like the CUNT and FUCK word appear on the screen like that, dude, she is playing with fire. Just showing that word alone on the screen, especially the CUNT word, that could cost her like all her monetization. Probably didn't due to the size of her channel, but she is playing with fire. I just want to let you guys know that because that shit is crazy. Good for her, by the way, but like that shit's crazy.
Well, we are not as dumb as you look. You're still a racist chud, but continue to enjoy.
You know
the
what? It
money
might
you
be
get
better
from
to be called a
your
racist
incel
chud than
audience
anything
because
else
they're
these days.
disgusting, just like you. All I hear is I support Israel and my name is Emeru. Wait, what?
The last one doesn't
Where
make
did
any
Israel
sense.
come from? What?
Yeah, it's
I
making
don't like
sense.
to talk about politics equals I'm a Nazi and I'm ashamed of my opinions. Everyone knows what's up. She's a fascist in disguise and is squirming. Emeru, you are garbage Nazi loving cunt. You got orange around your mouth. Say F you, ass
See what I
mental.
mean?
If you're neutral. Oh wait, if you're neutral,
can't win
might
with
as
these
well
people,
say
bro.
You're MAGA. Stand for something, ho. That's what Trump wants. For
She
everyone to
had
be
a
quiet about it.
a
The
rabid
idea of get
leftist
off the
feminist. No,
internet
she's
is
not.
so fucking ignorant. This dumb cunt needs to shut her fucking mouth. Thank God her downfall is happening. I've been hating on her since day one and knew
Oh my
something
God,
was
dude,
off
all these
about
people
her.
are miserable.
Not a good statement. She implicitly disavowed ICE, but not so much the actual Trump admin.
Yeah, you disavowed ICE, but what about the whole Trump administration? They're like literally the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I was like reading that book to my toddler the other day and I was like, oh my God, this is literally Twitter. You cannot give them an inch, dude.
Of course her incel
Exactly, you
fans
can't.
swooping in to protect the poor little 28-year-old.
Ah yes, incels. Known for defending women online. What? What
Yeah.
the f does the word incel even mean anymore? Does it just mean man now? It just means man. Man I do not like.
I had no idea this was a
God
thing
damn it,
until
every time I do
yesterday.
this.
How come no one told me Emeru low-key a femcel?
Femcel! Emeru's a femcel! Oh my do people just not know what words mean anymore?
No, they
How
don't.
are they coming to these conclusions?
I mean,
'Cause
have
they're
you looked at her?
NPCs.
I mean, look at her. Look at her. Just look at her. Look at her.
Yeah, sorry, I don't see it. I think you guys just might be mentally ill.
We need to do something about these male-centered women.
Okay, first of all, nothing is more male-centered than centering your life around hating men. Men just live rent-free in your fucking head. Take it up with God. Go to therapy. Do literally anything else than make it our problem.
Yeah.
Fuck her, and especially fuck her bestie Asmongold. I hope they get kirked. 30-year-old
Kirked.
woman too scared to say guys.
Probably the Caravan Sandwich said that one.
Let's hope she gets abused again. Couldn't happen to a better person. Next time this cunt is assaulted, I'm gonna laugh and laugh.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here, right? You have these people that consider themselves the good guys that will advocate for stuff saying like abuse is bad, getting RAPE'd is really bad as well. All these things are horrible and it should never happen to anyone, and they advocate against it, whatever, right? And they're all about these things. The moment they meet someone that is not on their side in any which way, like it doesn't matter what it is, immediately, suddenly, none of these things matter anymore. It's exactly like your name's Cyber Chud, which makes it even better. Cyber Chud 2077 said here, so tolerant, so empathetic. It's literally that. The moment these people don't get what they want from you, they immediately become the very thing they swore to protect against, and they become evil themselves. Like, it's literally that to a T. It's awful, dude.
Tyson, you if you support this.
You know what I mean?
Emeru deserved what Miskiff did to her.
See?
Emeru for supporting.
She deserved what Miskiff did to. Like, are we being serious right now? Like, these people. This is what I'm talking about. That's why Twitter's
reported
stupid.
that one. Holy shit. What is wrong with these people? See, you don't understand. I'm good guy, which makes it okay for me to say fucked up things about bad guy. You think saying that to someone is fucked up? Well, you should be abused too, because you're probably also bad guy. It's called being on the right side of history, Chud. Look it up. Nazis deserve death. And silence.
There it is. Silence is compliance. There it
May I
is.
just remind the audience that this is what she said.
If you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
Ladies and gentlemen, a Nazi that deserves death. What?
Exactly.
After making her terrible statement full of lies, Emeru decided to follow right-wing grifter Sh0eOnHead. Of course, Emeru is.
Of course, she's a right-wing grifter all of a sudden. This is what I hate about this
for
shit,
being
dude.
quiet about ICE. They both don't want to piss
Complete
off
slop on all
100%
sides, everything.
right-wing gooner fan base.
For the record, my fan base is probably like 70% right-wing and 80% gooner. Okay, but for some reason, they didn't mind when I came out and harshly criticized ICE in my last video. Yes, some disagreed, but for the most part, they didn't care. As long as you aren't preaching from an ivory tower with no nuance, rhyme, or reason, people don't care. I'll say some shit like, we should decommodify housing, and the right-wingers in my audience are just like, okay, commie mommy. These people cannot fathom a universe where people just disagree. Oh, you're just scared. You don't want to upset your Chud audience. I upset my Chud audience every goddamn day. You're the ones terrified of your own fucking cult. God forbid you only agree with 99% of the hive mind approved opinions. God have mercy on your soul. I do not envy you. Once you bend the knee to these people, once you apologize or capitulate, it's over. These people don't actually want an apology. They want to humiliate you. They want to drag you down. At the end of the day, they have found a socially acceptable way to bully people. That's what this is.
That's what it is.
People in response to Emeru's statement were like, why did you apologize to the mob? You know, you bent the knee, you're a coward. And honestly, people don't realize how insane it can get. These people, the cult of the cry bully, they come in swarms, they get in your head, they prey on your empathy, they isolate you from your friends, they make you feel like a terrible person for having milquetoast normal ass opinions, or in this case, no opinion. And when you are someone who is not used to dealing with these types of people, or you are someone in like a vulnerable state of mind, it is very easy for these cult-like tactics to work. This shit works especially well with women in particular, not to be sexist, but it's just true. Honestly,
sexist,
you know,
it's
now
true,
that I think
100%.
about it, the only people who are immune to this are like autistic people. I swear to God, people on the spectrum are immune to the cry bully tactics. What happened is
Exactly what
Emeru
Tyson
saw
said
like a
right
shit
here.
ton of people who were mad at her, and she wanted to do the
100%.
correct thing. Unfortunately, this is just going to make it worse. And they're moving on to one of their favorite tactics.
The big question in everyone's mind is, well, are you still friends with Asmongold?
While it is appreciated that you are taking a stand,
There's
and
nothing wrong
clarifying
with
the clip,
Asmongold.
you do continue to be vague about how deep your associations with Asmon
Christ
are.
almighty.
So hopefully you've cut ties with that hate-mongering Nazi troll
God, dude.
Asmon, right? Glad you made this and owned up to it, but you're still friends with Asmongold, so it doesn't read as earnest. Almost a decent explanation. But the elephant in the room is that your friendship with Asmongold.
They just hate Asmongold because he has more viewers than Hassan. That's why they hate him.
Okay, now what about
It's
your
literally
best
the only
friend
reason why they hate him.
Asmongold? Denounce Asmon, or I'm not taking this seriously. You're friends with Assmold. Assmold?
I'm pretty sure she's still friends with Asmongold.
Now, whatever you think of Asmongold, he is friends with Emeru. They are friends, even though they disagree with each other. Crazy, right?
I literally said, like, I don't agree with the things he says. Like, what do y'all want me to do? Like, fucking shoot him on stream?
Yes, that is what they want you to do. Yes. Around 2018, I was facing nearly daily harassment for being friends with someone who was on the right. Hundreds of people were on my ass like every day. They were calling my job. They got emails of my family members. It was like nonstop. Now, this person was a good friend of mine, but in order to get all these people off my back, I did probably the cringiest thing ever, and I publicly disavowed her. Publicly disavowed a friend of mine over political differences. Now, for those of you who are new here, that sounds like something I would never do, but I did it. I bent the knee to a faceless mob of people who hate me. And in return, I received nothing. The harassment didn't stop, the hate didn't stop. Well, needless to say, karma is real, and the same thing happened to me years later. I was publicly disavowed by friends over political differences. This story ultimately does have a good ending. Me and my friend from 2018, we made up years ago, but looking back on all this in 2026 is extremely embarrassing. And if I knew what I knew now, I would have just told those people to go fuck themselves. But in the moment, it's incredibly stressful, and you just kind of want it all to stop. And you will do whatever you can to make it stop. So I understand why Emeru came out and made a statement.
Okay, that's probably good enough. But like, I agree. I think that shit is stupid. I think the same thing that this Emeru chick's going through is important to look at, because it's the same thing that's ruining games, it's ruining movies, it's ruining TV, it's ruining everything. Everything imaginable is being ruined by the exact same thing. This stupid, nonsensical, you have to agree with me on everything or I hate you kind of mentality. It's just nuts. Like for me, I draw the line at like, you know, when you're basically openly advocating that people need to die, or like you're siding with like terrorist groups, that's kind of where I draw my line. You know what I mean? Like with the Ghost of Yote thing. And the lead actor's like, I support Antifa. And I was like, all right, see you later. I'm good. No, thanks. Didn't really matter. I wasn't going to play the game anyway. So like, they just kind of made it even easier for me to not play Yote. But at the same time, that's the kind of stuff where I draw the line. Because that's kind of where I go, oh, you're actually insane. Like there's no like playing this here. Like you are genuinely insane. You're actually crazy. And those are the kind of people you don't want to get around with. And it's also the big reason why, like, I noticed, like, sometimes me and my girlfriend go to like, you know, card shops or places where they play Magic the Gathering. You know what I mean? Like the geek areas in the world. Like you go to like a store or whatever, and I'll see all the people that are there, and I can just tell by looking at them that like everyone believes the same thing. You know what I mean? Like everyone dresses a certain way. Everyone has the same pins on their jackets and shit. And you just think to yourself, like, I don't want to be around these people. Like we may have a common interest in maybe like, you know, a certain game, or like, I don't know, D&D, Warhammer, what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. At the end of the day, though, like a lot of these people are clinically insane. You know what I mean? And it makes it really hard to sympathize with them, but it also makes it really hard to even want to talk to them because they act like this. And like I said, like this Emeru chick is like, she clearly doesn't need to be political to get the views that she wants and whatever. Like she gets views or whatever because she's an attractive Asian chick. Like, what do you want it to be? Like, that's just the reality of it, right? So she doesn't need to do this stuff. That Denims chick, like, she needs the political shit to be happening. Otherwise, nobody will watch her, obviously. So that's why she did what she did. Obviously, it worked because people were talking about it, right? But at the end of the day, like, I think people are just honestly sick about this kind of shit. And it's why you'll kind of notice on my channel, I've been trying to like steer away from that stuff. Like not all the time. Sometimes I'll talk about like culture war stuff, if that's what you want to call it. But generally speaking, I try to stay more on the industry, especially last year. A lot of my content was about the industry, less culture war stuff. It's not that I would say like, oh, I outgrew it, I'm better than that, whatever. It's just that like, excuse me, eventually it just gets tiring, man. It's exhausting and it's stupid. So I completely understand why some people would look at that and be like, this is like pointless. It's just a battle. It's just a battle to the bottom of the barrel is what it really is. So the hell, I keep hiccuping. So I totally understand where Sh0eOnHead's coming from, and all those other people are doing whatever. But at the same time, like this is the kind of shit that is not just ending in politics. It is like a miasma. Oops, I hit my mic. Miasma that's just ruining everything across the board, and that's why I hate it more than anything. You know, and that's kind of why I feel like when it comes to like, especially for me with games, because obviously I love games so much, that's a big reason why I don't want this to be in games at all. Like I don't want this to be in games from like a liberal standpoint, conservative standpoint, a nothing standpoint. I just don't want any of it. You know, like I said this so many times with like Helldivers, right? I've said in videos where I made about Helldivers where I said like straight up, I don't want them to put like a Make America Great Again helmet in the game, as much as I don't want them to put like the pride flag in the game. It doesn't mean that I hate either side or whatever. It's just, I just don't want any of the shit in games, like none of it. And it's the same thing with movies and TV and everything else. All of it is annoying. All of it makes me feel gross. I don't like it. And I find fighting on Twitter, especially, which I've been trying to do much less than I did before, it's just pointless and it's just exhausting. and it's never a good idea. And I wish I kind of knew that beforehand, but I just know it now. You know, people grow and, you know, you learn with age and mistakes and stuff. So it is what it is. But like, I totally understand why someone like Emaru would just be like, I'm not dealing with this. And at the same time, I can see why someone like this Denims chick or whatever would hate on her, because Denims hasn't clearly grown as a person enough to understand that people aren't just their political opinions. But the problem with the internet is people are so goddamn brain rotted that they think that's all that matters. And that's the worst part of it all. But that's what I think. I don't know. I think it's exhausting. You know, I think it's all exhausting no matter what it is. None of it's great. None of it's good. It's all bad for you. I think all of us could do less with just politics in general in our lives. You know? So I am going to end the stream for now. But thanks for hanging out, guys. I think that was a pretty good stream for, like, you know, first time reacting to stuff online. If you want me to react to other things as well, if you guys join the Patreon, you can join the Discord server that way. And then we have like a react thing where you can put things in, then I can react to them from there. Or you can also just post on my community page on like the comments, and I can read those as well. And then those could be new suggestions in the future. Just let me know what you guys want to see going forward. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm pretty tired. So I'm going to get off for now. I've literally just been working all day. I wouldn't really consider this work, but like I wrote a video, did all that shit, and then basically just ate food, fed my dogs, and then did this. So I've been kind of going nonstop all day. So I'm going to go rest now. Hi, guys. Hi. Come say hi. Come say hi. Dodge. Oh, my dog keeps running away. Come here. Come say hi. Stop being nervous. Come say hi to the camera. There you go. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. There, you can say hi. See? They can probably hear you on the microphone. They can hear your little moaning because that's how you are. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Relax. It's one of my guys. It's my little Koja. Okay? Yeah, we're going to get off stream now. It's okay. Okay? Well, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Thanks for supporting the stream however you did. New video tomorrow. Please like the stream as well if you can. He's trying to kiss me. No. I love you too much, buddy. You're too cute. Okay. And then we got another one over here. We got two babies. They've been resting on the bed. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get off the stream, guys. Okay. Okay. I'll put you back over here. Don't worry. Okay, you're heavy. Oh my god. All right. I'm gonna get off the stream for now. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. My camera's like way down. Whatever. Who cares? It looks like I have no hair when I sit like this. Okay, I can sit like this. Have a great night, everybody. No shock collars on my dogs. That'll never happen. All right. Everyone have a great night. Yeah, new video tomorrow. Please like the stream and all that. I'll see you guys next time. And then when Resident Evil comes out, we'll play that as well. Okay. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks for being here. Thanks for you. Bye-bye. See you guys later.